Dude, that's such a perfect recap. I love that shit.
That was cool.
Every
Now it's
single
time for the
time.
reggaeton.
Let's
Oh
go.
shit,
Oh,
let's
here you go. Here you
go.
go.
Let's go.
I love it already. Fuck yeah, dude.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty
It
fire,
is
dude.
good.
Yeah.
Dave, we got to play this at the pool.
I know. It'd be one of my many Edgar Torres tracks. Damn, dude. Really?
That's Blaster.
No, no,
We
no.
made it.
You didn't.
We made it.
Damn. No, no.
Damn.
It's too good, man.
Yo, this one is way better.
This is so good, dude.
Damn. They're doing the shout outs.
These are the shout
Yeah,
Oh
outs
yeah.
my
right
god.
now? Wow.
Gotta give a shout out
Oh
to
my
Laurent
God.
Mortis for sure.
Damn.
I would love to see that mixed into like a club mix and just see people dance into it.
Yo,
Right?
just
It would blend right in.
lyrically,
It would blend
lyrically,
right
that shit
in.
was wild.
Oh, it's
That
so
was so
Yeah.
good.
good.
Yeah.
It's so good. I love that
Yeah,
shit.
party beats for the summer
Damn, Edgar.
2025. Let's go.
Whatever that upgrade you did was, man, that shit's worth it. That shit was dope.
I know,
Dude,
right?
what's the AI, Edgar?
Suno?
Suno?
Suno.
SUNO?
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
They keep upgrading it.
Ridiculous.
So now it's like right now it's on they released 4 last month or 2 months ago,
Hmm.
and they just released 4.5 not too long ago. So it's $10 a month, and you can create I don't know how many songs, like 500 a month or something like that. So
That's cool,
Damn.
dude.
yeah,
It's
Um,
really cool.
do
That
you
was
have
unnecessarily relevant. That shit was on point.
that's the
God
point.
damn.
That's the point. You
Bro,
have
that
the
was the
seven
most
leaves?
topical shit I've ever heard. Yeah,
Yeah,
we
we
got
stopped
seven
by on
leads.
the way home.
Seven leaves rules. When does that Pollo Campanero open up?
I
Soon,
don't
dude. They're
know.
almost done.
Soon. Yeah, it's all
Dude,
painted
they
and
have
ready to
yuca
go.
fries there.
Yeah, I know. Excited for that.
Oh, I'm so
And
excited.
empanadas.
Yeah, your parents will like it too.
Yeah, for
Um,
sure.
Also, when's that bagel shop opening up across from you guys?
I don't know. I
Dude,
haven't
I'm
seen
a
any
while
progress
from
on that.
now. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
still easy to rent a car.
Oh, damn. All right, cool. Uh, Chris, you've been trudging through this Kyrptgarden forest in search of your next source of inspiration. Um, as you have battled your way through this swampy forest, fighting undead after undead. You find yourself embattled with two ghasts standing before you. I need you to roll initiative.
Okay.
Also, do you have Owlbear open? I think you do, right?
Yeah, I should. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I sent you the
Yes,
number.
I'm here. I think I'm GB2. Oh no, I'm Chris.
You're
Chris.
Chris.
Okay.
Yeah. Chris.
Chris.
Oh, you are GB2.
14.
14. Okay, cool. Um, cool. As the zombies are walking towards you, it's your initiative. You see these two creatures here in front of you. What are you doing?
What kind of zombies are they?
They are exactly as the picture looks, even though Dave's gonna ask. They are undead with just different levels of decay throughout their body. You can see that there's like a greenish, wispy kind of necrotic smoke kind of rising from them.
Mm-hmm.
They have long, sharp claws, and they're like mangled flesh, just kind of like hanging off in bits, and they're kind of just in your direction.
And they look
They're
mean,
they're
right?
about like humanoid size, right, Ronnie?
Yeah, they're your average looking kind of zombie.
And they're threatening.
Oh yeah, they're after you, and you've been kind of fighting these along the way in one shape or another. There's been an unusual amount of undead in the area.
Okay, there's a measuring tool on here, yes.
Mhm.
Let's see. Okay. I am too far. Okay. I will I think I will move up. See what my movement is. Sorry. Oh, not a lot of movement. Okay. I'm gonna move up to like I can just move myself?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna move myself to like right here.
If you
That's
go to
30
the
feet.
if you go to the measurement tool,
Yeah, I did it.
the little person icon,
Measurement tool? Yeah. It was like 30 feet.
yeah, but up on the top, there's like a little icon that looks like a person.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
You can grab yourself and like it'll tell you how much you're moving.
And then when you drop it, it's
Okay.
there.
Well,
Yeah.
it's 30 feet. So here.
Yeah, just letting you know for the future.
No, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so still not great. I actually, sorry guys, I'm hella noob at this right now.
That's okay. I'm throwing you into the fire right away, so
I'm actually sorry. I'm gonna move myself by this way.
you're able to, yeah.
And I'm going to do an unarmed strike. I'm just gonna hit him because you know what? I've been fighting these guys. I'm tired of this shit. It's I'm literally tired.
You're
Hungry.
sick of these zombies in this motherfucking swamp.
In motherfucking swamp. And you know what? What's another smack? So
Yeah.
Want me to roll hit?
Yeah.
12.
Okay, 12 hits. Yeah, go ahead and roll damage.
All right, cool. Let's go. 9.
All right, perfect. What is your like? What kind of strike are you doing?
Unarmed strike, sorry.
Yeah, but like
Oh,
paint a picture
like
for me.
uppercut. Like I'm running in there. I'm
Oh.
tired of this. And I'm just gonna uppercut him on his jaw.
All right, yeah, your punch connects right.
I
in
want to
his
hear
jaw,
a crunch.
and you see his jaw like on one side get like unhinged, and it kind of just like hangs loosely, still attached, but he's no longer like in control of it.
Perfect.
What else would you do?
So I can do that, and then I can do I think I can do 2 unarmed strikes. I was looking at this earlier today.
I think you can, yeah.
So I'm gonna do another one, and I'm gonna clock him across, like left hand clock across his right cheek.
Okay, roll it.
11.
That one misses. As like your
Oh.
uppercut lands, you go to hit the like white thing, and like he's like just reeling from the like first hit. Your like second hit misses.
So I am going to do a bonus action, and I'm gonna do flurry of blows.
Okay.
So after I miss that, I get really mad, and I'm just gonna like throw like consecutive punches like left and right at him.
Okay, roll it.
13, 13
13 hits.
Okay.
Yeah.
for 6.
Okay. All right, so you use your action, bonus action, some of your movement. Is there anything else you want to do?
Um, as a reaction, mm, no, there's nothing else I can do.
Okay.
I'm just going to stand there and breathe really hard on him. And I had like a lot of onions for lunch. So,
Yeah,
you
you can
know,
see him just kind of like,
it's just like the SpongeBob like green breath.
Yeah.
all right, after that, it's going to be the undead, and he is going to attack you for a 16.
For a hit, right?
Yeah, he's hitting your AC
That
for
does not
6.
hit.
Okay. That's going to be his turn. The second zombie is going to shamble its way over its full movement, and I don't think he's within range to hit you. I would say you're just outside of his range.
Yeah.
But you are now close to getting flanked. It's your turn again. What are you doing?
I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna go. Well, no, you know what? I take that back. I'm gonna do my breath weapon.
Okay.
So basically I'm just gonna like I'm gonna like suck in huge breath now that they've come towards me, and I'm going to blow out my like venomous green dragon onion breath.
Yeah, I would even say that like you should probably kind of position yourself here that we can get them kind of, or as long as they're both in the triangle.
Mm, I mean, it's a
You
15-foot range. Let me see.
you don't have to break your like connection with them so that you wouldn't get like
Opportunity.
you wouldn't get an attack of opportunity against you.
I don't have a triangle tool
I do.
like a cone. I think I
Yeah.
can hit them both from here.
I think the draw tool has one, right? Yeah, you can do like a green.
Yeah, you can do a triangle.
Yeah, so if you pointed, yeah, I can hit both of
Okay,
them from there.
perfect. Yeah, perfect, perfect. Okay, I just wanted to make sure they both hit.
It's a 15-foot yeah, cone. So
Cool.
all right, so
What
it's
do
a
they have to
7
do?
it's 17 Constitution save.
Damn. Well, the first one misses or fails, and the second one fails.
All right, so they take um 11 damage.
All right. All right. So the first one that's closest to you, he is like on the verge of death. He's not looking great. Was that a bonus action or an
That was
action?
that was a regular action, so I still have um another action. So I'm going to do so each creature in the sphere is what it says, and it's a 120-foot range, but what's the sphere? 20-foot radius. Okay, so they're within a 20-foot radius, right? Because the cone hit them.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna do elemental burst that I get as a dragonborn. Um,
Ooh,
and
that's
they have to do a 14 dex save for this.
as a
But
magic
I'm
action.
spending 2 focus points for that, just so you guys know.
Okay. Um, 3d8. It's a dex save 14. Okay, great. These guys aren't great at dex saves. All right, yeah, they both fail.
Okay. So, um, they take 13.
Okay, first one is exploded by what kind of damage was it again?
It's gonna be poison
Poison. Okay, perfect.
or acid, I guess.
Acid?
Hmm.
Okay, cool. As the acid splashes out of your elemental burst, you see that it just like erodes the flesh and like the bone, and you hear this like sizzle as it just like eats its way through its flesh and bone. The zombie in front of you lets out a final groan as his like brain and like failing organs are all just kind of like decomposing in front of you, and just like this stench coming off of them that smells like death, like burnt hair and death and like just grossness. The other one is not looking great, but this guy is dead. Muerto.
Okay, so he's dead. I'm going to, since I'm not, this guy's too far to actually engage with me, I'm actually going to move myself over here.
Okay. Is that all you want to move yourself? You have more movement than that. So
Yeah, I'm not sure that there's much else I want to do. Actually, maybe that was 20.
how much movement do you have?
I have 50.
Jesus.
Return? God damn.
Yeah, I have 50 walking speed.
Whoa. Okay. Level 10 characters unite.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's where I'm gonna be.
All right. He is going to use his full movement, and he is going to get as close as he can. He's going to take an attack against you, getting a. Oh, come on. He gets a 16.
Doesn't hit.
Okay. That is his turn. It's your turn again.
All right, so I already know I kind of damaged him a little, so I'm gonna go for another undercut jaw punch.
Okay. Good. Roll it.
15.
15 hits.
All right, I'm gonna punch this bozo for 12.
All right. Well,
I hope I
Good
just
hit.
clock him so much his jaw flies off.
he's like on the verge. His jaw does fly off, but you can see that like his eyes are still kind of like looking around, like trying to regain its senses. He's not down yet, but he is not even really aware of his surroundings. He's pretty rocked.
All right,
He's like in the
so
game when you see like the flashes, you know?
we're going
Yeah.
for the last one. The like if he dies punch, you know?
Uh-huh.
And so I just clocked them up in the jaw. So I'm gonna do an elbow now, like left hand elbow down for 16.
That hits.
And so we're gonna hit him. We're gonna hit him hard. Guys, I need to tell you something.
Tell us.
6. I was at work the other day on site. I was talking to the superintendent of the juvenile hall, and it's the first time I've like been in an in-person meeting with him, and I had my hair up. Surprise, surprise. And he was looking at me the whole time, and I was kind of like, man, this guy's creepy, you know? And then he was like, I need I need to ask you something. And I was like, what? And I've never been asked this before. And he was like, has anyone told you that you look like Ronda Rousey? And I was like, no. I was like, no, no, sir. No one's ever told me that. And I don't look like her, but thank you. But anyway, it was just because I was thinking of the elbow.
Just the blonde slick back bun is what got him, huh?
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
like, it's because you have your hair up. He's like, that's
Yeah.
all I can see.
All right. Yeah, so your elbow connects and just like crushes through his like skull, and like brain bits go flying and he crumples down to the ground. Um, as you are kind of surveying your area, what's going through your mind right now?
I'm breathing heavily. It's been a long trudge of all of this. Um, I'm a little nervous just because I'm feeling worn down a little, and I just I'm hoping that there's going to be some type of reprieve where I can just kind of sit back and get my energy back because um, I'm a little worried that there may be a day that it won't come back.
Yeah, that's fair. Um, as you are doing that, 4 more of these zombies pop up.
Oh,
And this has been the ongoing theme of this forest. You're just nonstop battle, constantly um, being chased after by these undead, almost as if like the further in you get and the more you're encountering, you're starting to see a pattern where you almost start to feel like because you're encountering more, you feel like you're getting close. At this time, Ebrath, Tybalt, and Gladwin, you hear this commotion off in the distance. And what sounds like the sounds of battle. I need you guys to all roll me initiative.
15. So is this immediately following we just
12.
finished our combat, Ronnie, and like then immediately we hear?
Immediately.
Okay.
There's been no rest.
Short of just like my quick little explanation to these guys of like who I am, right? Because that's kind of where we ended, I think.
I would even say like that cut like the sound cuts you off after your
Okay.
so Ebrath, you got 12, you got 15. What did Tybalt get?
9.
Quick point of order. I would have been putting my fat suit back on. So is that back on as we're hearing this?
Dave's
Uh,
like
So,
mid chonies.
if
Like
you would like to take the time to
well, I was kind of putting it on as I was wrapping up this
Okay.
conversation with my
Like-
boys. So
tripping
Cool.
over his
okay,
you
I
can
just think
fat
it's
legs.
important for like story building.
you
Yeah.
can manage your own tokens. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Like we're way over here,
Got 9.
man.
And then this guy got 15. All right.
I like this bell tolling. It's cool.
It's not cool if it tolls for you.
Tolls for thee.
All right. Can you guys help me with the initiative really quick?
Yeah.
I just need you to enter some numbers for me while I read them off.
Okay. On Charlie.
F, B, E, and C. Okay. Frederick got a 19.
Got it.
Billy
Wait.
got a
Hold
16.
on. Oh yeah, I got him. Okay. Billy. I don't see Billy on here.
He should be on the initiative order.
I don't see him.
Maybe I didn't add him to the initiative order.
Okay, I got him. What do you get?
16.
Got it.
Edwin also got a 16.
Okay.
And Chuck got a 7.
Okay. Got it. So
right.
Francine, on Albert, if you go to there's the 5 little symbols on the top left-hand corner. If you go to where the 2 swords are, that's the initiative tracker, and it'll just kind of show you
Oh,
where
yeah, I
everybody's
see
at
it.
in the
Okay,
lineup.
thank you. Thank you.
All right. So, yeah, as you guys
Bitch Junior, yeah.
what?
That had to be Edgar. There's a bitch junior now.
Yeah, absolutely. Uh, F is going to, as you guys come into the scene, you see this dragonborn creature person standing off, like her back is up against this rock. She's panting heavy. You see like blood and guts dripping off her fists and elbows. And she's surrounded by additional zombies. You recognize these undead creatures as the creatures you were just fighting not too long ago. Um, this one here, Freak is going to move first. He's going to use his full movement to get there. After that, it's E. Eduardo is going to use his full movement to get here, and he's going to take an attack against you, Creased.
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 Okay.
And he's going to scratch at you with his claw, getting a 22 to hit.
It hits.
All right. I need you to take 11 slashing damage.
Ah.
And I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. $21.
Okay. As the claw scratches against your scales, you feel this like necrotic energy start to seep into the wound, and you feel that portion of the arm. You put your hands up to block, and you feel that portion of the arm where you get scratched kind of go numb a little bit.
Oh
But
no.
the inner burning inside of you, that this dragon source kind of like awakens in you, and you kind of like force it out, and you're able to succeed on your save. But he does damage you with his claws. After that, it's going to be Bitch Junior, who is going to use his full movement to get there, followed by Gladwin.
Okay.
After that, it's going to be Creased. Creased.
All right. I mean, despite it being my turn, it's so can I see the commotion or do I just hear it?
I would say you're close enough that you can kind of see this off in the distance here. You're not that far away.
Okay. So, Christ, I will ask you to give me at least a brief idea of what I'm looking at because I haven't heard what you look like.
Sure. I am an emerald colored dragonborn. Probably about like 5'10", maybe almost 6 feet tall, give or take, depends on if it's cold outside or not. And
Oh my God.
I have a scar across my right cheek. It's kind of like almost towards my eye, and I look a little frazzled just after I got that last slash. My eyes are a little wild. I'm a little crazy, almost like um adrenaline is kicking in, and I'm just like trying to like save
Pupils
myself at
dilated.
this point. Huh?
Like the pupils dilated.
Yeah, the
I don't
pupils
know if I
dilate.
can see that from here, but sure.
Yeah, just the kind of that crazy look in your eyes when you're just trying to like survive. And I'm wearing your typical like monk's attire, which is probably like leather tunic and pants and like soft boots kind of. And I just have my fists, and I look like I've kind of been through the ringer, like if I had hair, it would be like stuck to the sides of my head. But now it's just like
Okay.
real sweaty and like shiny dragon scales. And I'm panting real hard. And I also don't look
Do
like,
lizards sweat?
yes, dragonborn sweat because we are humanoids and we
Got
have the
it.
crappy human part of sweat and
Okay.
probably BO.
All right. So, Gladwin, what are you doing?
Yeah. So I would say having detected at least as I'm finishing my speech and zipping up my fat suit again, like getting redressed almost. Um, having somehow made our way down to the bottom of the swamp over here, I now notice there's a commotion. I'm not sure of who this is, but I know the zombies are not my friend. And I'm going to take the enemy of my enemy is probably my friend type of approach. With that, I am a little beat up. I'm going to use a level, probably a level 3 cure wounds on myself.
Badwin sees this person surrounded by zombies. He's like, "Damn, that sucks. I'm gonna touch
I don't want to
myself."
be in that position.
Ooh, sexy. Um, yeah, I'll start with that. Heal for 18 damage. Just because we went through our own significant fight recently. And I also want to remind Andre, I hit him for a big heal at the end. I don't know if he entered it because it was kind of in the middle of whatever. But with that said, this is a pit of water running. Like I would have to jump over it or go around it.
Yeah, it's it would be difficult terrain. It's not very deep. For you, it would be about like thigh high. For Ebrath, you'd have to like swim through it.
Okay. So I probably am not gonna bother with it. I'm gonna go sort of around. So there's 23 feet. That's the extent of my movement right here at 30. I'm going to use my bonus action to use a cunning action and dash. So I get another 30. So I don't know, I guess around here, I don't know how big the roots of this tree are, but I figure I'm about there. And I'll yell out, who goes there? Who are you?
I think just watching all of this go down, like I saw this guy running up and like putting his fat suit pants on at the same time as he's like running over towards me, and I'm
Yeah,
too
he's like
tired and like
stumbling on his like where the pants are around your ankles, and you're kind of like, oh fuck, and you're kind of dripping
yeah,
a little.
yeah, and I was just kind of like, I don't know if I can really respond right now. Like
Okay,
I'm not sure what to make of the situation, so I don't say anything.
that's fine. That's my turn.
All right.
And then,
After
wait, did you? The fuck am I on this order? I don't even see myself on here. Okay, I
You
had.
changed
What
the
did I
token,
say?
that's why.
no, that's
Oh,
why. Yeah, you're right.
I
Because
had
I asked Dave to
15.
manage his own tokens, and then he didn't.
I did everybody but myself. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll be right back.
Cool.
Oh, Andre, I don't know if you can hear me. Yes. Did you remember to do your heal? I healed you for like 30 something last time. Okay, cool. Just making sure because it was a big heal and I was like, I gotta make sure he has that because you were low last time.
Oh, for
Right.
sure. Yeah, no, I definitely wasn't gonna forget that because I was on the edge of death.
Cool. Priest, you have this Eduardo zombie right in your face, scratching at you. You can still feel the sting of the claw. You hear this commotion down to the south of you, and you see this fat bastard looking person kind of like stumbling over his clothes, kind of running over at you, kind of calling out to you. What are you doing?
I'm going to worry less about the fat guy and more about Eduardo. Um, and I'm just going to try my hardest to come at him with another elbow, but like a elbow coming forward like this,
Mhm.
hopefully to get him off guard. So we'll see if that plays out for me. 28 nat 20.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You hit, and so the way we do nat 20s now, I don't know if you were around for this before, but go ahead and roll it like it's normal damage, just a normal roll. So
So it already highlighted it for me. So do I need to do that differently?
right click on it,
Okay. And then flat roll.
flat roll.
Okay. All right. 13. Oh, no, it said crit. Sorry. Let me roll
That's
that
okay.
again.
Just do it as a regular flat roll.
12.
12. Okay. Now we'll just add an additional 8 to that on
Okay.
top of that. So 20 damage total. And I will even say that if you would like, This is on Eduardo.
Yeah.
I would even say that he like from the force of the blow, he like stumbles back like 5 feet and falls on his butt.
And I'm like raging at this point. It's adrenaline fury, and I'm gonna come down and like step on his face.
Okay, now since he's prone, you can do your attack with advantage.
Okay. Cool.
And you would have to move a little bit
26.
because you did knock him back. But that does hit. So go ahead and roll your attack.
Let me move him. Or her, I mean.
I mean, hey, they can be whatever they want to be.
All right, she can move. All right. So that 26. All right. And I'm gonna hit for another 8.
All right, yeah, you crush through his skull like Ivy when she's like,
Hell yeah. Yeah. That's it.
stepping her heal through you. Yeah, he's dead. You still have a ton of movement. You only used 5 feet. Is there anything else you want to do?
Kaka. I don't know if it's just me, but oh, I do see them. Okay. I'm actually I know that I really don't have anyone other than the people that are kind of trying to help me. So even though I don't know them, I am going to move. So I moved like 7 feet, so I have another 43. I'm gonna move like here behind
Okay.
this rock.
Cool.
That movement's fucking crazy.
Nuts, man.
50 feet, man. That's nuts.
50 feet's crazy.
Yeah. Is there
It is.
anything
My
else?
movement's literally half of that.
Well, maybe you should have been a monk. Full monk.
Well, I'm also a gnome, so it doesn't help.
Yeah.
Which is like the
Yeah, I
Like
had 25 feet to start, and I don't have a class that boosts my walking speed.
like when Travis describes his movement with Chetney, he's like,
yeah, so good. I love him so much.
All right, cool. After that, it's Ebrath followed by Tybalt. Ebrath, you see Gladwin running off to save this damsel in distress.
tripping over his own pants.
Yeah.
Like fucking.
You see
Little
that
legs.
you also see that she's able to kind of like hit these zombies hard. So you know that she's
Got it.
capable in combat, but she's also surrounded.
Got it. Okay.
What are you doing?
Well,
Are you still flying?
no, I had.
You dropped it?
I mean, I still have plenty of flight left. I had just for that time I deactivated it.
Okay. Just
So
throwing
that
it out
we're
there.
out of combat. But I mean, it doesn't matter. I can put it. It just cost me that action to do it. You know.
Okay.
So. Oh wait, no, I did still have it on. Because remember, I
I
was
thought
hovering
so.
like Chaozu. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Yeah, you're still
That's right.
like
So I'm like
you're
6 feet
still
in
in
the
that.
air.
Yeah, like
Hold on, let me
halfway.
make sure I'm gonna fix that right now, actually. Oh shit, if my shit ever stops loading. It was like eternally loading, so I couldn't adjust my token at all. Okay, there we go. Oh. All right. So for the sake of this, I'm still only gonna be like 6 feet off the ground. And I'll change that right now, but I'm going to take the rest of my feet of movement right here. So I can get a line of sight on the 2 that are alive still.
Oh yeah, on the top. Up here.
Yeah. Yeah, I got plenty of reach.
There's a third one too, just FYI.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure I was
Yeah.
on the line.
I know. Just making sure you know.
And all right, so I'm going to the closest one to me, which is Freak. Beach Junior.
Yeah, that's the best one.
I'm going to attack. I'm going to attack with the Firebolts to Freak. All right, so that is 19 to hit.
19 hits.
All right. Shitty damage. So 11 damage.
Okay, yeah.
Then I'm going to hit him with a Force Ballista as well.
Okie dokie.
21.
That hits.
18 damage.
All right, yeah, the Force Ballista just rocks him, and you see like bits and pieces of him kind of fly off. He's still shambling forward, but he's looking like he's holding on by a thread.
All right, and I'm gonna kind of. Oh, we still have psychic link, right?
Yeah.
You guys should, yeah.
Yeah, for like
I'm
4
gonna
hours. Nothing broke it.
I'm gonna say
Yeah.
that's right. So I'm gonna say in our like mental connection, so the new person can't hear. Like, Adam, do you know this person, or are you just helping out of the goodness of your heart?
I have no idea who this is. I asked her and
Okay.
she didn't respond.
Okay, cool. Just want to make sure make sure we're all on the same page. Tybalt, I mean, obviously I know what you're gonna want to do, so just fuck them up, right?
Exactly.
All right, boys.
All right, and if that's it, then it's Tybalt's turn, followed by some of these baddies.
All right. I'm going to. We're just 30 feet, maybe. So around there. How far are these guys? Okay. So I'll use my action to dash and run another 30 feet. And
Did you not have like a spiritual weapon? I know you like always have one. I don't know if that's still in play or not.
it's not always out.
You can say that it's
Okay.
still there because like we're literally just ending the last.
Right? Yeah, we would have just
Okay.
not even had no
It
downtime.
has
to
movement
short
speed
rest or
too.
anything.
It's faster to just recast it where I need it to be.
Okay.
But I will cast spiritual weapon. It has a range of 60 feet, but I can cast it as a bonus action. So I will have the spiritual weapon spawn. Where is 60 feet?
Oh, I'll be right back.
Oh, it can be anywhere.
Yeah, you can get either of those guys.
Right about there. Yeah. Okay. Do we lose the color? The to apply colors?
Hmm?
Do we lose the ability to apply like the color circles to our stuff?
Maybe.
Okay. All good then. I was gonna put an overlay over the spiritual weapon, but all good. And I will try and hit Freak.
Okay, roll it.
That's a 30 to hit.
That absolutely
Damn.
hits.
Holy shit.
Level 10.
And 12
Crazy.
points of damage on Freak.
Cool. Yeah, Freak is actually absolutely like obliterated, like Exodia.
Nice. And I'll turn to Kreese and say, friend or foe, we can protect you until we know which is which.
I'm gonna be panting very hard, and I'll just say friend, like wheezingly.
Okay.
Friend.
All right. Is there anything else, Sybil?
No, that's all I got.
All right. Kaka Kalaka is going to use its full movement. It's going to come in through here. That's 20 feet, and that's 10 feet. That's going to be his turn. Bitch Jr. is going to see all his friends just get demolished, and he's just going to use his full movement to try to get as close as he can here. After that, we're back to Gladwin, followed by Creased.
We decided that our that my spiritual weapon gets attack of opportunity.
I don't think so, because it's not a creature.
Okay. That's fair. That's fine.
AI,
Okay.
it doesn't think for itself.
Yeah.
If I run straight north, is Tybalt like difficult terrain? Does that affect me at all if I'm trying to just go through him?
Yeah, sorry, real
Probably
quick.
run a little bit less, right?
It says spiritual weapon does not allow for opportunity attacks.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
I mean, if it depends on him. Like, If he wants to let you by, you can get by, no problem.
Either way, I'd say even if he's like difficult terrain, he's probably engaged in the combat and talking to Christ. So I'll take a little bit less movement speed. I don't think it should matter. So I'm gonna hit Bish Jr.
Beach.
Bish. First of all, I guess before I get to that, Christ, are you looking fairly healthy or pretty fucked up?
No, I mean, I'm not like bloodied, but I definitely need to rest. I'm bruised and battered. Um, maybe a little bit of blood, but um, I'm not doing great.
Hmm. Okay. For the sake of RP, I'm gonna give myself a self-imposed perception check and see how I judge that. Yeah, you look pretty fucked up. So instead of running over there,
Yeah, you look
I
pretty fucked
think
up.
I think this would be within my 30 feet. I think that'd be within my 30 feet. Um, since I'm not giving myself the rough terrain through Tybalt, and I'm gonna use. I'm sympathetic, but I'm still not sure. So I'm gonna use a level 1 Cure Wounds through my feet. I think I get a free one. Let me double check real quick.
Sorry, my mind immediately went FEET, and I was like, what? Usually through the hands, but okay.
Like I get a level 1 Cure Wounds through my racial or not racial, but through my feats. So it is a D8 plus. So I heal you for 6. It's not tremendous, but
Me? You heal me?
figure yeah,
Okay.
I lay one hand on you as I'm like stumbling out of my wardrobe change here. Um, and you do see a brief flash of green light, and you heal for 6. And with my bonus action, I'm probably going to then. I'm going to give you a bardic inspiration, Christ. So it does a number of things depending on what you use it for, but it's for either. Let me see.
Can I put that on my character sheet? I only see heroic inspiration.
I don't know if there's a place to track
Yeah,
it.
That's
you can,
okay.
yeah, you can. You can right click on her and in the market, go to buffs.
Oh, on rodeo, right?
Yeah, and then bardic inspiration.
There you go. Okay, so you have bardic inspiration. So depending on what you use it for, it'll have different effects, since it has some bonuses. But you can use it for bu- 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 anytime you fail a D20 test, the creature can roll the bardic inspiration die and add the number to the D20, potentially turning the failure into a success.
Okay.
So I could have sworn it spelled out like what you can use it for,
I
but
think I'm kind of aware.
I'll look. Yeah, I
You,
can look that up
you
as
can.
you
It's on your
go.
features. Yeah.
Yep. Um, I still, yeah, no, that was my movement, bonus action, action. That's my turn.
Okay. After Gladwin, it is Creased, followed by Ebrath. You see this Majin Buu looking man just stumble over to you and just give you some healing. He whispers some sweet nothings in your ear hole, and you feel a little bit inspired. What do you do?
Um, I think I'm a little surprised, but who am I to spit in Lady Fate's face? I guess. I don't know. That's not the right way to say it, but for this is a good sign. This person is being kind to me, so I'm going to kind of like shuffle backwards towards Majin Buu looking guy and just take my my place kind of in between these two guys. And as I walk by, I whisper thank you to him. Thank you. And
Are you doing your like Eastern European accent for this character?
Chris. Her
Ah.
name's Chris.
Please.
Chris. And then I like I'm trying to be strong, but like I kind of like fall to my knees a little bit. Just one knee. And I hold my ground there.
Okay. If you'd like, you can use your reaction to like ready an action and say like, if a creature gets within your range, you'd like to attack it or cast a spell or whatever trigger you want to do. You can use that action as a reaction if you'd like.
Sure. I would like to deflect attack, redirect as my reaction.
Okay, cool. All right, after Kreese, it is Ebrath, who is floating in the air like Chaozu, followed by the Tibinator.
Yeah, bro, this flying shit is the best worst thing you've ever let me do. All right, so since I'm only 6 feet above the ground, am I able to see like beneath the tree limbs of this tree right here? Like if I were to move, if my full movement would take me here. So I'm just asking if I have line of sight on
Yeah, you definitely.
Galaka. Okay, cool.
Galaka. Let's see real quick. Where are you? Yeah, I would say. No, I would say not because this is a straight
the
line
rocks?
because of the rocks. Yeah.
Okay, cool. What about Beast Junior?
Beast Junior, yes.
Okay, cool. All right, for Beast Junior, I'm gonna aim a firebolt at him. Actually, no. I'm gonna use my action to dash and go 25 more feet in this direction to get a better line on both of them. I don't have quite one on Galaka yet, but Beast Junior, I'm gonna hit him with a Force Ballista.
Okay, roll it.
That is nat 20, 29.
All right,
Hell yeah.
roll it for regular damage, and then we'll add your max on your second dice.
Okay, so it's regularly 3d8.
God damn it. Okay.
And then so total it would be 68 if I rolled the crit.
Well, yeah. Either way, he's dead.
So I'm gonna roll 3d8 and then we add 24.
Yeah.
All right, cool. 19 plus, damn dude, a lot.
Yeah, he's dead. He's absolutely dead.
So I'll say like, as I'm like, fuck, like I'm trying to get a shot and I'm trying to decide if I need to go up. I'm like, damn, the tree's too tall. I can't use my movement to get up high enough. I'm like, fuck it. I'm just gonna like little bursts of speed, and then I pull out my hand cannon and kind of you see like it charges up that like silvery green energy, but instead of it coalescing into a firebolt like it normally would from my all-purpose tool, it just shoots and it's like invisible. You just see like a torrent being cut through the air, and then the concussive force just strikes him like right in the chest, and it just fucking liquefies him outward.
Yeah. And I would say, Tybalt, you feel this gust of wind shoot past you, and your like cape billows violently, and you just kind of stand there stoic and unmoved.
Of course, leave it to Tybalt to fucking aura farm for my badass moment.
Exactly. Chris looks over and is just like, damn, that was so cool. Doesn't even notice that the zombie's dead. You're like, this dude's fucking cool.
He's amazing.
Bussin'.
All right, cool. Is there anything else? If not, that's Tybalt's turn.
No, that's gonna end my turn.
Okay. Tybalt, you followed by Kaka Kulaka. Your cape is giving you this cool hero moment. Chris has taken shelter in your guys's I don't know, she's come to you guys and is, allowing herself a moment of vulnerability. What are you doing?
Yep. So it's only Bish Jr. just duplicated himself.
Yeah, my bad.
Bish the third just came out of him.
It's the third.
Inception.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's really just
so who else is left is
Kalaka.
okay. And there's no line of sight, right? So I don't think that I would know that
Not at this moment.
that
No.
he's there. Can they listen out for like a zombie person in the area? Which is what I would do. Like if I don't sense a threat, I would listen for more coming.
Yeah, and I think you would have been aware that there was a fourth one. And you kind of know the general direction that it was in. You don't have line of sight, but I think you would be able to kind of have a good understanding of where it might be. So if you wanted to try to like perceive that, then you'd be able to.
Yeah. Because I want my spiritual weapon to move. I'd probably move over here, hoping that we can cut him at the pass. And then I'll move around Creased and then over to Gladwin to kind of like shield her. And then I will use a level 1 cure wounds on Creased to heal you for 14 points.
Okay. Thank you.
And say the fight's not over yet. One still remains.
That gives me some like breath of life. You see me standing up, sure of myself on my two feet. And I'm ready. I'm grateful and I know that I've found, at least for now, what seems to be someone that can shelter me from this storm I've been enduring.
Tybalt, I would say that if you wanted to use your reaction to hold your attack with spiritual weapon, you can.
Yeah, if he comes then the vicinity. Yep, already in action.
That's 10 feet.
Or the bonus action of him to attack.
That's 30 feet. And I would say not quite.
Okay.
All right. After that, it is back up to the top with you, Gladwin. You find you and Tybalt.
I
Now
am two people.
shielding.
That tracks.
That is track. You find Tybalt now at your side, kind of standing in between Creased and the zombie next to you. You see that he's also healed her as well. What are you doing?
First things first, I will yell, "You shitty skeleton! How dare you!" And I'm gonna blast him with my vicious mockery.
Okay.
16 wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
Please.
Bro, you had to pun your vicious mockery. Called him a shitty skeleton. His name's Kaka.
Yeah.
Okay, so he rolled a nat 1. So go ahead and roll your damage,
Fuck
and then
yeah.
we're gonna turn that
one.
into a
Fuck
crit.
yeah.
He is shitty.
He's not flanked or anything. It's 6 damage.
What's
Not great.
the damage die on that?
2d6.
2d6. So 6 plus 12 is 18 damage.
Sure. I'll take it.
And he's looking pretty rough. What are you gonna do?
All right, so already he has disadvantage on his next attack, and I will now. What am I gonna do? I'm just gonna. Mm, you know what? I'm gonna use. I haven't used any movement yet. Uh, First I'm gonna shoot him again, and this time I will say, the skeleton's even shit.
It looks at you like, what the fuck? And as it's trying to figure out what you mean, he's just like, oh.
So it's another Wisdom save 16.
He gets a 21.
Okay. So no damage or anything, but he does have disadvantage on his next attack.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna use my movement to flank him. I'm gonna be like right around there. That's my turn.
All right, Chris. You see your heroes kind of coming to your aid. Gladwin runs off to insult this ghast in front of you. You're feeling much better now that you've been healed a couple times. What are you doing?
Looks like she stepped away for a second.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Sorry, I like don't have zoom up ever, so I don't pay
That's
attention.
fine. That's what I'm here for, Ronster.
Thanks. Yeah, I usually have Albert open, so I don't really notice. And that's why, like, sometimes you guys like send me a message on like Zoom chat, and like I don't see it until like
I
after the
know. I
session.
sent you one last session, and I was like, "Fuck!
I know.
I could use his input. God damn it!"
It's better to like send me a message on Discord, just like a DM.
Yeah. All right, it's your turn, Francine.
Okie dokie, Priest. You see
You're muted.
You see your heroes come to your aid. You've been healed a couple times now. This last zombie here is kind of on its last leg. Gladwin
And-
ran over. What are you doing?
And you also have so Bardic Inspiration influences ability checks, attack rolls, and saving throws. So if any of those fail, you get an extra D8 on it, and it'll give you a little extra something on top of that too,
Okay.
just for the sake of brevity.
Thank you. So yes, I've been healed a couple times. I'm very dehydrated, but with the healing, the magic that's pulsed through me the last couple of turns, I feel rejuvenated and I like pick up to my feet and I do like a running charge towards Kakakalaka. Wait,
And he's
movement.
flanked, so you get advantage also.
Yeah. Okay.
The
And
main reason I
so
went over there.
I'm gonna do like roundhouse kick to the head, essentially, with unarmed
yeah.
strike. And just hope that it goes well. 24.
24 absolutely hits.
All right. So if he's flanked, do I roll the damage? No, it's just
no, it's with advantage. The
Yeah.
attack rolls with advantage.
You roll the attack with advantage. Damage is normal.
okay.
So I mean, you could. Yeah,
It was like the crappiest roundhouse kick, and it just, as soon as like I hit him, it's like almost a glancing blow, but it's for 5.
Cool.
I'm hoping that he's damaged
He's-
enough that it does a good amount.
he is. He's in shambles. You think maybe 1 or 2 more good hits will probably take him out.
All right, we're gonna do
Ron,
the
you're
heel
sounding kind of
crush.
low.
Sorry, I'm talking a little bit low.
We're gonna do the heel crush again. So as I kick him and he goes down, I'm gonna do a stomp.
Okay.
Um,
And roll that with advantage because he's still flanked.
okay, great.
With advantage,
Yeah.
and if it fails, you get the extra D8. Oh, didn't fail.
Well, so the second roll did a lot better. All right, so 25
If that hits, yeah, roll damage.
for another 5.
All right. Tell me how you stomp this guy out.
Damn, you stomp him to death?
2 of them. That's like her.
All
That's
right,
her
fucking
signature now.
Edward Norton.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hit you
Shatters
so-
over
his
here.
shin on a straight kick to the leg.
It's I have like the back claw on my heel, right?
Oh
Like
yeah,
a little back
the
like
little-
little, the little
little,
digit
yeah.
up here.
Little thumbs.
yeah, and just smash that through what would probably be his eye hole. and relish in the bone crunching sounds that just as his face like crunches around my heel, like it makes like a cereal bowl and my heel goes through it, of like
Yeah,
crunchy frosted flakes. And
that's the weirdest analogy.
Yeah, I've never heard that before.
It makes a cereal bowl just crunchy frosted flakes.
And, like, I'll just like covertly start like hovering towards like the rest of the guys, like what the fuck did we just witness?
and I'm
Like,
just gonna
should we
breathe
have
real
saved this
heavy.
person?
I'm just gonna breathe real heavy and just like the fury needs to like drain out of me at this point. Like I'm just so goddamn tired of these motherfucking zombies in this motherfucking plane.
Cool.
Plain.
This motherfucking swamp.
I'll add that
The swamp, yes.
that you defeated the last zombie, and like you said, you're exhausted, you're tired, you've been wandering through this forest for what seems like weeks at this point, fighting zombie after zombie after zombie in one form or another. You've now have this small group of people that have come to your aid, but you can tell that they're not commoners. They're fitted with equipment that looks fantastical. Their armor is a lot nicer than you typically see in towns and in monasteries that you're used to. What's going through your head?
Um, I'm still recovering, so I know through my training that I need to calm myself down. So I'm going through that process of calming myself so I can assess the situation better. But I do see those things that you pointed out, Ronnie, and I can't deny the fact that I may or may not have been here without these guys. And I I pull myself together and pull my claw out of this zombie's head and step it on regular ground and um, kind of pull myself back and do like a small bow in thanks to all of them. And I say I say the words thank you, and just await for everyone to come by so I can see what the next move is going to be. I'm going to let them make it.
Yeah, and we are effectively out of combat, so you guys are welcome to kind of role play this however you guys want.
I'm gonna finish drifting forward, but like without like I'm getting like the hang of this shit. So like I'm kind of doing that thing that shout to hover where I just hover like straight standing up instead of like having to like dip down and lay on like my stomach.
Boss
And I'm
mode.
just still kind of I'm still kind of
Okay.
like yeah.
I have a question for you. So
Sure.
you have this magical item that gives you flight.
Correct.
As an artificer, I imagine that it's kind of tinkered into some sort of
Oh,
contraption.
Fiona.
My
What does that
boots,
look,
yeah.
Cute.
what does that
Look
look
at
like?
her. Look
So
at her.
dang.
Oh, Fiona's the
Doing a
best.
zombie.
So the
Oh,
boots would be like at first glance they would just look like you're really well made like adventuring boots. They may have like a very finely dyed I would say finely dyed kind of dark brown leather that come up
they
to
have
like
did they
mid
have that
calf.
nice patina going on?
Yeah. So like they're starting to become weathered because they are boots
Yeah.
that like I would have purchased in the last few months in town.
Real quick, are they
And then
like
like
boots with the fur?
yeah, no,
Oh
they're not fur lined.
no.
But like I will like if they would have noticed, or maybe Sybil only would have noticed since he's been, hanging out with me for so long, that like over like the few days of travel to this area to what was that tower?
The in
Inner
NER's tower or
ears.
something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I was looking through some of my notes and realized that like I've been lacking on my infusion. So I had like steadily been tweaking my boots, so they now have like a what looks to be like adamantine inlay on certain parts of them. So it kind of, I would say like right along the ankle and going up to the rest, it's kind of like a cage built in. So it's the same color as my adamantine half plate. Want to follow, make sure everything fucking matches. And there'll be like, and they'll kind of come to a point like right above my instep. There'll be like a tiny, like tiny gemstones on either one, and that's where like my infusion has centered. So like they're it's activated through my feet, but it's almost like it's providing like an anti-gravity field for my whole body.
Yeah, that's what I was asking. Like, do you have like repulsors on the bottom of your soles, or
No,
like
so it would look like a faint think like Green Lantern-esque, like the way he flies, how he's using his
got it?
ring
Yeah,
and the
cool.
will pair to shield, yeah, to like envelop him in
Yeah, got
light.
it.
That's what it looks like.
But from these like gemstones that are like set into the
Well,
boots.
so yeah, so it's suffused from there, but it would look like it's
Mhm.
covering my whole body now. Just
Got
like
it.
with the Green Lantern, it's coming from his ring, but it's
Yeah,
enveloping his whole body.
yeah, cool. Um, yeah, I was really asking just to know if like your feet are just dangling like Chaozus do,
Oh
or
no,
if
no,
you like are
no.
pulsing yourself from them.
No, I
Oh,
feel like
okay.
I finally like figured out how to like it's like when Iron Man first figured out how to repulsors, like how to like get balance. Like I'm finally figuring that out, so I'm able to do cool shit like that, like stand up straight without struggling, or like glide forward without having to like lay down flat on my stomach.
Yeah, and I
Um,
imagine after like Tybalt stole your aura, like you're like gotta look cool.
Gotta look cool as fuck. So of course I look like a tiny little forever doll, like Chaozu. But those movies are so funny, just him fucking staring down people. He's a child.
Cool.
All right.
Yeah, what are you guys doing?
So as combat ends, um, I will say, and sort of in line with my bardic inspiration, right, where I'll say at certain points when I'm talking, like the high notes that I'm sort of fluctuating my voice to, the little bardic inspiration moat, because there is a moat that sort of floats around you throughout this time. You'll see it light up a little bit, but I'll say,
Would you say it like resonates with your like voice?
yeah, to certain degrees, right? Like every couple of words, it'll like whenever my voice spikes up, you see like a little flash of light, almost like very theatrical.
Like the like
Uh,
Windows like music player when it would be like
yeah,
reacting to music.
kind of that. So this Dragonborn has not told us her name yet, I don't think, but I will say, well, Dragonborn, clearly we are not a threat. We helped you out. And like with that word out, like there's a burst of light, right? Through the bardic inspiration. It doesn't hurt you or anything, but you can clearly see like an animation of sorts. Um, we helped you out. We got you out of the jam. We're clearly not a threat to you. Where are you going? Why are you here? Who are you?
Francine's face was like, is it gonna be the whole campaign?
This is it.
I just
Welcome to the Gladwin show.
the way that he described it, I feel like he's like almost spitting in my face, like as he's
Oh,
talking. It's
pretty
just like the
much,
light
And
yeah.
like
is like,
Yeah,
motes of magical light instead of like
yeah,
actual spit.
yeah,
yeah.
that's
It
what
might
I'm
be
kind of
both.
But
picturing.
it's
So
like,
I'm kind of like,
like
It
you
might be
kind of just,
both.
oh, fuck, that's right.
Yeah, it might be both.
so I kind of like myself a little, and I I think about all the questions, and I say, my name is Priest, and I say, I thank you for your help. I am searching for purpose. Who are you?
Well, you've probably heard of me. I am the great Gladwin von Hazenboggle. You've certainly heard of me.
Doesn't
You,
ring a
you,
bell.
you don't think you have, but you have. You have.
No,
I assure
no, no, haven't.
it. Well, no, you have.
No.
No.
I know.
We have a lot to accomplish here. We're currently trying to get through the rest of this forest, and maybe once you tell us a little more, I'll tell you a little more.
Okay. And then I look at the other two and I like nod my head and thank them also. And I say, "What are your names?"
I am the Tibblenator, and this is Zebra.
Nator. Okay.
Simulator.
He'll be back, baby.
I'll just, and
Or-
this will
or so
actually
it
be
says
my
on my name
reaction. Like,
tag.
I'll just start rubbing my eyes. Just like, yeah, what he said. I was like, I'm fucking done. I'm sick of the
Press
swamp.
over the
Like
shit.
I'm like, and now like I feel like you can definitely tell like my stance towards Gladwin has changed for the better, but I'm still just like sick of him.
That
And like
was that
I'm
was my
sick.
whole
Like
goal, dude.
I'm
That
now
was my
I'm
whole
now
goal.
sick of Tibble. This fool just keeps aura farming off of my accomplishments, and I hate it. It's like, ugh. And there's someone new. She's probably gonna be cooler than I want to be too. Like, yeah, it's fine. And actually, I'm just gonna fucking just be exasperated for this whole situation, and I'll just be like, give me a second, and I'll reach into my fucking bag of holding, and I'll toss you a greater potion of healing. It's like you look pretty fucked up, dude.
Um, I'll catch it and I'll bow my head in thanks and I'll put it away. Um, and I'll say, "I'll keep this. Thank you, but we may need to share later."
Oh,
Um,
I've got plenty.
okay.
And well, you notice that when she does, she kind of like snatches it out of the air with ease. Like she wasn't even really looking at it. But
Mm.
her
The sixth
hands
sense.
are just so like dexterous that she was able to just. But you also notice when she does that there is a like gleam of like greenish shine to her scales as she does so. Knowing what you know about where you are going, I think this would stand out to you.
Yeah, I'd um, I'd use my detect magic to kind of get a little to inspect a little more closely what kind of aura she has.
What does that tell you? What are you looking for exactly?
Just magic type. If she has any, if there's anything of,
Any
if she has
affinities?
any magical essence, yeah, on her and the type, I think.
Oh, okay. I would say she definitely does radiate magic, as she is a whole tank creature at this point, a whole tank character. She definitely like it has magical properties to her. I would even say that your dragon mark begins to tingle a bit as you like reach out and kind of like connect your magical essence to hers. Um, I mean, obviously she's a dragonborn, but you find that connection and that uh, what's the word? Like resonance with your own magical or dragon essence in yourself. Um, and
Mm.
you definitely gather that she has very much the qualities of a green dragon. Is that what color dragon you are or dragonborn you are?
Yeah.
Um, Tybalt says, you say you're looking for purpose. Is that on your own, or do you have a group that you parted from?
Um, I shake my head and I respond, "I do have a group I parted from. They are my brothers. We all grew up in monastery, but I forged my own path forward. Things I must discover.
Are they
So
with
I
you now?
travel." No.
Insight check.
Oh, roll it.
They're actually hidden in the tree.
22.
Um, yeah, I mean, just right before that, she said that she had parted from them, and she does look tired. She does look worn. She doesn't really convey, and especially with the way that she talks so coldly, I would say. Um, Matter of factly, that is a probably better word. You don't really sense that she's lying for whatever.
Okay, but I'm pretty confident of that.
Yeah, yeah.
That's great, Andre.
Right? That's immediately what I thought when she described it. You have to click on it, I think, unless it
Yeah.
looks.
No, you have to click it
This
to
started to work
animate it.
at later. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
I just made it right now. I had to find the fucking video and fucking edit it right now. But that's perfect. I don't know why that wasn't in the
Yeah.
GIF keyboard, but
I forgot
Okay,
about that
yeah.
movie. Is that Rockadoodle
the
Doo?
best fucking Rockadoodle, bro.
Yeah,
The best
Rockadoodle,
fucking
yeah.
animated movie of all time.
I wouldn't say that, but it's pretty good.
That's Dave.
Uh,
Don Bluth in this bitch.
well, Creased, you're looking
Yeah,
for a
that's
purpose.
Gladwin.
What are you looking to achieve here?
Yeah,
Where
that's
are you
actually
here?
that's actually his one shot from the Big Red Trip.
Oh,
Oh,
shit, the
yeah.
fucking that's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah,
Fucking Saul.
That's my owl.
Salvador.
Salamander, yeah.
Salvador,
Salvador. But that dude was like a good wizard. This fool's like the Grand Duke's like a warlock for sure.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
yeah. What are you doing here?
Why did you
Solid
pick up her
question.
accent?
I don't know. I suck at accents. At least I'm trying.
That was
Fuck you
more
guys.
like Dutch.
At least
What
I'm
are you
trying.
doing
I'm
here?
trying.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah,
right.
that was very
I'm
Dutch.
not good at this. I'm not good at this.
Me either. That's why I try accents for like half a session and I'm like, never mind.
Yeah.
I just kind of shake my head a little and sigh, and I say, trying to get out of this godforsaken swamp. Do you know the way?
Actually, you're not probably not gonna like this, but we're actually heading further into the swamp. But I mean,
Why?
I don't know. We've got some stuff to do in the swamp.
Stuff.
I'm like trying to keep it super cavalier because like I don't know this. She seems fine,
Same.
but like
Same.
I also
Yeah.
don't. But I feel like I'm doing it in like a very unconvincing way because I'm not charismatic. So I'm like, yeah, we got some errands to run in the fucking
Errands.
swamp. Yeah.
So your
They're
milk
pretty
and
important.
eggs are here.
I mean, we basically we got to stop somebody from stealing someone else's milk and eggs. I guess
Oh.
would be.
Let's go.
and
I helped.
picking
I
up
thought you were
on that,
leaving.
I'll ask Christ, who do you believe in?
At the same time, DM, I was gonna ask. While he's asking this, in case she lies, can I see if I notice any um like symbols, like amulets, jewelry, tattoos, or anything, or markings on her clothing where I would recognize just from my
Like-
knowledge of history?
Like a group or a
Yeah, like a sect
Yeah.
or if not that,
tribe
maybe
or
yeah,
anything?
exactly.
Yeah.
I'm also kind of looking for that.
Well, I think that is really a question for Francine. Does
Yeah.
Priest wear any sort of like identifiers that would tie her back to her monastery, or any sort of like traditional garbs that like you're
No,
Or jewelry or anything.
not garb. We're pretty secluded, and it's just we kind of made our garb out of what we could. But there is an open palm like this etched into my left shoulder pad.
Oh, like in your skin or a tattoo
Pad,
or
the shoulder pad, the
Oh,
like
Okay, like the little pauldron, the leather
the little
pauldron on it.
pauldron, yeah, on my leather tunic.
Yeah.
And it's
Okay.
just it's small. It's probably like like an inch and a half big, but it's
Okay,
there.
but it's like if everything else is simple, then you'd be able to make it out.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, got it. Okay. DM, would I know what that would signify as far as like a religious sect or sect of
From what
monks?
and what I know either.
Both of you guys give me either a history or religion check.
For sure. I'm gonna give myself a preemptive flash of genius on this history check.
Your pitch.
That is
Damn.
a 33.
Cool. How about you, Weapon?
Fail. Big old fail.
Big old Phil. He was like, it was
Yeah,
actually
I got a
35.
4.
Was
I got
the
a
DC was 35.
yeah, I got a dirty 4.
Without my flash of genius, it was still 28.
What did you get? Jesus Christ.
28
I
plus
got
5.
I got 19 plus 9, and then add a
Oh,
5 to
shit.
that.
There you go.
So I'm always trying to like come up with excuses for me to roll history. So plus 9.
Yeah.
I'm plus
So-
0.
So
I'm -1 in charisma. So
I would say that because I can't imagine that Zeth the White would have spent so much time looking at monks and monasteries and those traditions that like you wouldn't really know off the top of your head.
damn. I should have just rolled religion then, because it's the same.
It
the
would
same
have been
modifier.
it would have been the same, honestly.
Okay.
All
right.
What region are you
Well,
from, Chris? Just above table.
So I didn't really look in the maps or whatever, but what I basically put down is that I am just like a little town hidden in like the western part of the Jagged Coast.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah. Okay. And I would even say, Everett, that being so far east, Songfarla being so far east from the Sword Coast, you wouldn't really have a reason to like have really studied that area, at least
Got it.
in regards to like monasteries and monks and those traditions.
Okay.
Hey, so
But
real quick, sorry to interject. In the next like 15-ish minutes, I got to take Cass out. Is now a good time for a break for me? I got to
Sure.
take her to pee.
sure, it's up to you.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
I mean, I can
I'll
go.
be back in
Yeah,
a little bit.
we can all break after.
Okay.
So what
10
were you saying?
minutes. I'll be back. I'm listening. I'll keep my headphones on.
What were you saying,
Um,
Ronnie?
Yeah, like I just can't imagine you spending that much time looking up that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I think you would feel confident that she's telling you the truth.
Got it. But I wouldn't know necessarily exactly what she like, what sect she's from or anything like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, then yeah, I'll just like I'll just say like it seems familiar to me. I just can't place it. Like maybe I saw it in passing a long time ago, but like you said, in the we weren't in the business of, reading religious texts or anything like that or studying religion in general. So it's like, like I kind of like perplexed that I can't place the symbol, but I just kind of move forward and I'm like,
No, how about this? How about
didn't
this? Um,
no, that's okay. I mean, I can RP it. It's fine.
I was gonna say, being that your like field of study would have been like um creation of life and turning magic into real world science applications, you would definitely know that there are certain monastic traditions that have a focus on healing and uh, bringing life, into things. Um,
Mhm.
so you kind of recognize just the way that she's kind of dressed. I wouldn't say you recognize the actual symbol itself, but you do
Mhm.
kind of recall that there are monastic traditions that do kind of dip their toes into that realm of like life magic.
Got it.
You don't know if that's her or not, but
Right.
that triggers in your brain.
Thinking maybe she's a part of that whole
Yeah,
umbrella or something.
enough to at least blame that she
Take her word
is-
at it.
take her word at it, and then now you kind of recognize her as like being kind of dressed similarly to like the way monks do in these
Mhm.
monasteries, and you kind of see that she is kind of at face value, like telling the truth.
Okay. Got it. So we'll sit. Like, I mean, go with us. Weren't you just saying you needed to get away from the swamp? What brings you out here by yourself anyway?
I do need to get away from the swamp. I was traveling through because I was trying to find something that can tell me more about green dragons. And so I came here from my monastery. Um, they could not teach me anymore. So I am on my own journey to find what I can.
Okay. And I'm gonna like take it in, realize that I believe what she's saying, and kind of look over to Tybalt and like share a mind link real quick and just like, well, I mean, she looks like she was like punching these things. We do need someone up front. She's serious. I mean, I say we heal her up and bring her with us. And this is all like mind connection.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Chris, do you notice that these two guys are just kind of like side eyeing each other?
We're looking at each
making
other.
They're
faces
staring
and
at each
like,
other
Yeah, we're
intently.
like full on
Tibble,
facial. Yeah, yeah. Real like
Yeah.
longing.
Tibble just says, "My arm's fucking burning, bro."
Oh, with the dragon tattoo?
Oh shit, it did it come to life when she came close?
yes.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
When he used detect magic, it started to like burn him a bit.
It was like,
Uh,
"Ah." So it's just
Oh,
like
damn.
so
permanently.
Tibble's going to bring his hand out from under his cloak and show it to you, and you see on his forearm a an image of a dragon um, being protected. And as you see it, it's gonna glimmer green a little bit. It has like a green shimmer to it. And Tybalt says, "I think you'll find your purpose alongside us."
So I kind of hurry on over to him and I grab his arm and I study it like hastily, um, intently, and
Tybalt kind
I
of recoils because it does hurt like as you get closer.
Getting more intense.
But yeah, he sort of like just makes a fist with his hand and keeps it out for you to study.
and I notice that and I let him go and I take a step back and just study him and I say, okay, I think this is where I need to be. And I don't want to cause Tybalt any more harm. So I
So
am definitely like he's the one I'm going to keep the eye on the most just because I'm curious. But I want to make it known that I do not mean any harm and I do come to offer my services in exchange for hopefully a lead.
yeah, and given that, Priest, I would even say, like, you know what you're out here to find.
I
Why
don't.
are okay. Um, okay. You have an idea of what you're looking for,
Yes.
right? What are these guys?
Um, is that what I'm asking myself? Is that what you're
That's just kind of like the prompt that I'm giving you, I guess.
okay? So I look at Tybalt and I say, how did you get this mark?
We've protected a dragon once. She's
Forgot
sent
about
us
that.
on this quest to save another. It's not going to be an easy fight. There are cults and a cult leader who threatens the dragon's existence in our very lands.
Can I ask who this dragon is?
She's known as
Tabletop.
Gnawbones.
Wait, tabletop. Our green dragon is Lumanontos, though, right?
No,
No.
Gnawbones. Numenontos is a bronze dragon.
Oh, she's
Yeah.
bronze. Okay, my bad.
Yeah.
Sorry, what's the name of this dragon?
Gnawbones.
Gnawbones?
Well, that's
No.
like the
She'd be
That's not the
gnawing
real
on some
name.
bones.
that's like that's like nickname that people in the area have given her, but that's what she's known by. I don't do we know her true name?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
Yeah, we
In the
do.
notes.
It's really hard
Yeah.
to pronounce, and
So he
Yeah.
says Gnawbones, and I kind of like I say, do not to know this dragon.
I'm just gonna like interject and like, well, if you're looking for a green dragon, it's like the biggest, most powerful one in the area. So
What's the real name though?
in your
it's in the
notes.
notes.
Clogileomatar.
And I say, oh, of course,
Like you knew that name the whole time.
Leomatar. Why didn't you say that? I'm kidding. I don't. I don't know. Actually, I don't know. Kreese has very little knowledge on all of this, but she takes a step back and kind of,
Give me a history check with advantage.
okay.
Can I help her?
Sure. How?
So I'm like, dragons. Just like, but like really convincingly.
12.
Do you remember?
Did I give her my modifier?
You can give her your persuasion modifier, whatever that is.
Ah, no, that's not fair.
It is fair because I asked you how
I'm
you wanted
helping-
to help, and you chose
that's
to open your mouth.
That's what I'm
What is that, a
helping her.
negative?
Persuasion's a negative one.
Okay, so 11.
You know that there are rumors of a powerful green dragon in this area,
That is why I'm here.
which is pretty much why you would have come out here. You don't
Yes.
know much about it. And you're just chasing leads at this point.
Yes, exactly. So I take a finger to my chin and I nod my almost non-existent chin, as a lizard person, dragonborn, and I nod my head and I say, I think our paths have crossed us for a reason. I think we can all help each other. I do not know much more, but I think this is the way I should go, if you will have me.
We will, but first, you must listen to Gladwin's song and get you up to speed.
Okay. I sit down and I pull out my water flask because I'm parched, so thirsty, and I drink the entire thing.
You also, as you are finishing your last gulp of water, you look over and realize that they look so thirsty.
Dang.
And I empty it as if it's empty, and I look at them and I kind of make a little pouty lip, and I go, and I pull out another water pouch and I share it with them.
Oh wow, how resourceful!
Eh?
Such resource, such wow.
Trees can joke too.
And I'll also say that, like on Tybalt's mention of you have to listen to Gladwin's song, just obviously for the sake of keeping it short, we won't play them or anything, but you have to listen to the last 5 songs of that Edgar made
The recap.
of this is
all
our
the
lore,
recaps.
yeah. And I just play them back to back, and they're not great. My
They're
performance is
not as
kind of
good as the
shitty.
actual songs.
Yeah, I'm kind of tired, and I'm just fuck, all right, I'm gonna get through this. And as one finishes, I'm like, all right, here we go, and play the second one, and then the third one, and the fourth, and the fifth, and everything. But I don't know. I guess that'll kind of catch you up on the lore. If you want to read through the notes, you can kind of read through a little bit of that, but I'll sort of give you the highlights of this is what's happening.
And I would even say that now is a good time to take a short rest if you'd like.
Yeah, let's do it.
Absolutely, I know I need it.
Fuck yeah. I mean, I don't get any spells back, but still. Still, dude.
And I would say, like, during your short rest, you guys could kind of, make a quick impromptu campsite where you're able to kind of light a fire, heat up some rations or food or soup or something, whatever you guys kind of have handy, get some water in you, and just kind of chill out for a couple hours while you kind of rest your bones. You guys have all been through a lot, and although it's not a full rest, you are able to kind of gain your regain, really boost your morale and your spirits, and kind of get some health back. And because you know that as you guys have traversed this forest, this swampy area, the undead have gotten more and more frequent. So you gather that you're close to where you are searching. In fact, carrying on, the flame skull was commanding the ogre zombies that you guys just fought last session to continue their march forward to the dragon's lair. You know that you're nearby. So given that, you want to take a moment to rest. And so yeah, you're able to take a short rest. I would say, give yourself, I don't know how much did you guys already give yourself health?
Yeah, I did some
How many?
couple die. Hit die.
How many?
I did 3 hit die.
I did 3 too.
I would say you guys could give yourself up to 4 if you'd like.
I'm good with 3.
Okay.
After honestly
take another one.
Gladwin's crazy heal at the end of last session, that brought me back to full health. So
It was a good heal. I rolled way
Yeah.
better on yours than like on mine for sure.
remember when you did the mass heal? You healed us all for like 6 or something.
Yeah, dude, I got like 3 ones on that shit.
That's
Stupid.
crazy. It was
Yeah.
like 68 or some shit.
Yeah, stupid.
That was nuts. It's like the most powerful heal in the game.
I know, and it was bullshit. The good thing is for a short rest, I do get my bardic inspirations back, so that's nice.
That's dope. Those are pretty crazy.
Do come in handy. And I would say, Francine, you'd even be able to keep yours. I'm not going to force that time.
What, my bardic inspiration?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now is a good time to take a quick break, though, if you guys
God
want to.
damn it.
Yeah,
I just got
I'm down.
back, motherfucker.
Sorry.
Hey, it's a great
I'm
time to
down.
take a break.
All right.
That's fine. All right, what,
Well,
10 minutes?
You
5,
said
10
this
minutes?
is what you did. You said, "Is now a good time to take a break?" What are we
You
doing?
said
10
bye.
minutes or so?
Yeah, he said 10 minutes, and you're like, all right, I'm gonna go.
And I was like,
As
we were in
all
mid-conversation.
in conversation.
I was
yeah,
like,
we're
He had
I'm
just
like,
asked me a question.
I was
Yeah,
like
I was like,
struggling. I was
all right.
struggling to get back through the elevator and like be able to hear you guys. My headphones are dying and shit. I'm like, no, cool. I'm back. I don't interrupt it. God damn it.
All right,
God damn it.
All right. Break.
All right. Ron, are you going to the desert again this weekend?
No.
Oh, okay. Are you busy Sunday? I think you said you were, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Edgar was telling me he's going to be in town.
Oh, cool.
So we're probably going to get lunch and maybe hit a course somewhere if time permits.
I might be down for lunch. Depends on. Emma's probably gonna say no. We're celebrating our anniversary on Sunday, but
Oh, okay.
not until
Well,
the
yeah.
evening.
Okay.
I'd be
Well,
down
if
for
you,
lunch, but I don't think
if you
she
end up
wants.
if you end up being free, just hit me up sooner rather than later Sunday. I'll let you know what we have planned.
Have you
Dave's
listened to any of
favorite
these
song.
songs?
Huh?
Are you gonna be down to play Camel tomorrow?
Yeah, I mean, depending on what time you guys go, but like most likely, unless it's like crazy early or something.
He
I
said
just
eight
don't know
thirty.
what time I'll be up, but
8:39ish.
I think that's probably fine.
What about the girls? You're
I
muted.
can't hear you, Francine.
I'm gonna get lunch with Tom, so I don't want to risk it.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. Edgar, you're coming up.
On Sunday, yeah, because I picked up two Switch 2s on release, and I'm gonna sell one to Jenna, so she's gonna meet me in Anaheim,
I've never met her, but
which is more Jenna.
Mhm.
She's cool. She's like margarita light.
um,
That's why they get along so well.
yeah. Where did she come from?
The friend group from Eric's side.
Got it. That's what.
Yeah.
That's funny. I met his roommate Flippy or whatever,
Yeah.
and it was like the same thing with her where like I had that conversation where it was like we've both known of each other but we haven't met.
Yeah.
I feel like I've been hearing about Jenna for years but I've never met her.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, she'll be in town.
Andre's back.
Thinking like around 2:00 on Sunday.
Cool.
What happened?
Let's get
What's
going.
going on Sunday?
Heading up to Anaheim.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get some different music.
No.
Oh, the Glad one was fire too.
The Gladwin song is the fucking dopest one. Just saying.
I don't know,
I don't know,
man.
dude. The new,
Hey,
the newest.
hey,
the-
let me have this
the-
one. Let me have this one.
I don't know.
This
Yeah, the
one was
pretty
reggaeton is
sick.
pretty badass.
Yeah, the reggaeton is fucking
It
that's
is, yeah, that was
crazy.
good.
So
That was
fact-
good.
dude,
Yeah.
the turns
you
of
have ass
phrase,
blasters in it.
Yeah.
dude.
Ass blasters in it. Big
Dude.
balls is in it.
The
Yeah,
fact that
big
it was
balls.
the turns of phrase, how funny it was, and then it still went hard. That's
I know.
crazy.
I know. Let me have this one, God damn it, Andre.
All right, it's a Gladwin one. It's the best one.
Not one bit.
No, that reggaeton one though, that shit slaps. I'm not gonna
That-
lie.
that shit was crazy.
like. I'm tempted to just throw that on like at my parties or whenever I have people over and see if
Dude.
anyone says anything. They're probably
Yeah,
just gonna be
they're
like,
gonna
"Fuck
be like,
yeah!"
No one will.
It's gotta be, yeah.
It's gotta beat. The tempo changes are great. The verses into the hooks
And
into the
it sounds
choruses
like
is fire.
a real singer. It sounds like
100%.
just yeah.
All right, Francine,
Mhm.
do me a favor. Francine, roll a d4.
Damn, a D4. Now shit got serious.
1.
Oh,
Thank you.
Damn, we all TPK.
yeah,
Hey,
that's it.
We
Happy to
run
be of
into
service.
one enemy.
She turns into Gnawbones, and that's it. One turn, just
That would be hilarious.
yeah. It would.
That would be pretty funny.
I mean, she is green. So is Gnawbones.
Okay, you can't
Yo,
just
is
tell
that-
people they're green.
Hold on. Is that
Wow.
racist? That's
Yeah.
racism, right? That's
It's
magical
more
racism.
like colorism than
Okay, you're
racism
fat,
because they're all the
I
same
don't know.
race.
Jeez.
That's a subset of racism.
But aren't they the same race?
But
Dave,
that's
you
like
can't
being.
just tell people they're green.
That's
But that's like being like.
Ronnie.
But
That's
that's
like
like
that
if
time
I
when
told that's like if I told Brian Tyler like, oh hey dude, I know this other black guy. You guys would probably really get along.
nah, no, it's not the same. I was imagining it more
It's the
like the
same.
time when somebody was like talking about a black person and the window was down, and then they heard him. It was your friend, Ronnie.
What?
I think it was Carlos or something.
What?
Somebody was
What?
like, "Oh, this black person, blah blah blah," and they're like, "Oh shit, is it just because I'm black?" And it's like, "Nah, man, but you are black."
Oh yeah, it was Mark. It was Mark.
It was Mark.
This lady was trying to. We're going to not
It
scary
would be
farm.
Mark.
We're going to not scary farm, and this like car was trying to like merge into our lane, but I was trying to like merge into the other lane, so I was kind of like looking to my left, and then Mark was like, "Yo, watch out! This black lady's trying to merge." And then the lady like stopped in front of my car. She's like,
And
"Why do I gotta
the
be?"
windows were down, right?
Yeah, and she was like, "Why you gotta say that I'm black?" And he's like, "You are." Like, what the fuck?
I mean, he's not wrong.
Yeah, he's
He's like, and
not.
he
He's
told me
not.
No, yeah,
he's
but
like I didn't
that's
he's like I didn't say anything bad. I was just using it
No,
as
it wasn't
descriptor.
derogatory or anything.
Yeah.
no, but that everything about that situation is very Mark. Like the fact that it happened to be him, that someone would say something to him, that his reaction would be that.
Mm,
It's all very Mark coded.
yeah.
Yeah.
Can
That
I
was one time we were
say?
at Disneyland. We were at Disneyland one time, and he like, there's a kid in a stroller, and he looked, and he pointed at the kid, and he's like, "Look at that kid! He's so mad being at Disneyland," and he like mocked him. And I look over, it's a special needs kid,
Oh,
and I
no.
look at Mark, and I'm like, "Bro, no!" He cut it out. He's a special needs kid, and he's like,
way.
"No."
Read the room,
And
Mark. Jeez.
that's probably the most Mark story I've ever heard in my life, to be honest.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
Yeah,
fucking. I
that's
can
fucked up.
just see it. I can see it in my
Yeah.
mind.
yeah.
He probably had his spiky hair at the time too.
Vegeta hair, yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
I was gonna say, bring it back to the game. I would have said it telepathically to these two guys and been like, "Hey, she's Green
And
Dragon.
and
We're
we
trying to find
respond.
all bones. Like, isn't that a
We
thing?
respond out loud. We're like, "Come on, man, have a little tact.
You can't just say that."
You can't just fucking say that."
I
He's
look at
calling you green
Gladwin.
right now. I say it out loud.
I
Like he's
look at
calling you green
Gladwin.
right now.
And I'm like, have you never seen Green Dragonborn before?
Hey, no, you wouldn't have heard it. You
Hey,
wouldn't have
he's-
heard it.
Well,
He just said
I say it. I
he's-
say it out
Tibble
loud.
just told me.
Tibble's saying-
I say it out
Tibble's
loud.
saying he's calling you green. And I was like, "Hey, don't let him talk to you like that. He's actually blue."
Doesn't matter what color he is. He's fat.
But I'm just saying, you guys are both different colors.
can
That's
control
that's
that.
my only point.
He can
It's,
control
it's
it.
impolite. We're in mixed company.
I just,
Cool.
I'm done. I can't anymore with this.
Like anyway,
Yeah.
you've heard all those songs. I get going. I'm
Okay,
gonna
we're-
sitting up and like dusting off my pants, but I didn't sit down anywhere. I just like sat cross-legged in the air.
We're in the midst of a short rest run here. Are we done with that? I don't
Short
know
rest
how
is
we're.
done.
Okay.
You guys find yourself in a part of the forest where it is seemingly leading up to a cave system. You guys are free to explore. Please use your limited movement as if you were in combat, just for the sake of not pulling a Tom and just running all over the map to try to explore shit.
All right, I'm going to immediately shoot up 25 feet to get a vantage point, and then I'll wait to move again. All right, can I use my dash action actually?
Sure.
All right, just to get a little more. I want to actually like really see. All right, so I'm just shooting up 50 feet to get a good vantage point.
So I believe in my mind, we want to head to the northeastern edge of this forest. Based on what I can see and sort of any light between the trees, or like, is the sun setting in a certain direction? Do I have a sense of where I'm trying to go based on me trying to get to that northeastern part of the forest? Like, am I still heading northeast? I guess is what I'm asking.
Well, as you gone northeast, I would say that you guys would have followed the curve of the mountain range that kind of cuts off that borders the forest.
On the northern edge or on the southern edge?
On the northern edge.
Okay. So there's a mountain range on the top of the forest that goes.
Yeah, that kind of
Okay.
this is what separates that mountain range is what separates the like tribord area where like Andalin is and then all of that
Yeah,
area.
and we're like in the valley kind of, right?
You're on the other side of that mountain range. I would say like you're south of where you guys kind of fought the white dragon.
What? Sorry?
The white dragon?
Oh, the white dragon. Hell yeah. Okay.
And as you have kind of followed that mountain
Blue eyes?
range, blue eyes white dragon. It did have blue eyes.
3,000 attack, 2,500 defense.
Damn.
So it goes.
Wait, hold on. Is Elora Mortis just fucking Seto Kaiba in disguise?
Oh, you didn't notice
Trying to get us for
super
killing
rich?
one of his blue eyes?
He's got the thing on his arm with the cards.
He drops the glamour. He's got a fucking collar that's like 2 feet high and shit.
He's got a little brother that's just a fucking dweeb, but is like kind of cool.
Bro, why was Kaiba like the coolest, dorkiest billionaire? Like he's definitely way cooler than Elon, but like
That's
barely,
the thing.
dude.
I'll just
I
say, like,
think the
I
bar
feel
is
like,
low.
I feel like
Yeah.
he is what like real billionaires would be if they had if they were like
He's
hyper
who-
fixated on a hobby.
Yeah.
That would be Seto
He's who
Kaiba.
Elon wishes he was.
Yeah.
And he still gets fucking trashed by a poor 10-year-old every fucking season.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And he just like wants to be the best at this game, and so he just buys everything.
The
But
very
still
Oh yeah,
loses.
like when he claimed he was the #1 Diablo player in the world. Jesus Christ,
Oh,
bro.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Ugh.
So anyway, the
So
sun.
I'm still wanting to head northeast here, right? Like do I have a general sense of like I'm kind of going the right way, or is this
give
just like
give me a survival check.
okay?
Oof.
I'll allow it.
Can I assist him?
How?
By getting my vantage point to try and see if we're aiming, and because we know what heading we want. I'm trying to get up high so I can see like, all right, cool. I think we didn't get turned around in the last couple fights. We are heading in the actual right direction.
And at the risk of
guidance.
like at the risk of angering the DM, like what time of day is it?
It's like close to sunset. I would say the sun is still kind of high in the sky, but it is on the west side now. Kind of starting to fall behind the hills a little bit. You probably have an hour or two of light.
Okay. So if I'm pretty confident that the sun is setting in the west, I kind of know more or less what direction I'm heading, right? At least for now.
Yeah. Andre, give me what is a good add your intelligence modifier to whatever his roll is.
Okay.
Add my what?
Intelligence modifier.
To +5.
So 15 total.
Cool. You show me on the map where you're trying to go.
Yeah, are you just showing that one forest map? I mean, in terms of like the Sword Coast map, I'd be trying to head towards the direction that we're going to the northeast corner. So assuming that this follows kind of the same delineation of directions or whatever, I'm heading to the northeast corner. Like I'm trying to probably go this direction.
All right. Well, with Ebrath's vantage point, he would show you that the forest kind of comes into this like cave system here to the left. And you notice that the closer you get to the mouth of the cave, the more vegetation and overgrowth there is. And
So I
think-
guess my question is like, is north right now, or are we like
absolutely,
okay?
absolutely. But above table, I'm going to be honest with you. This is the border of the map. So if you want to go further than that, there's nothing there.
Oh, okay. So we've gone to the corner already.
Sure.
Pretty much.
Yep.
I mean, that's what I'm reading. Okay. Shit. Can we please see the Sword Coast map real quick, if not too much trouble? I just kind of want to see like emplacement of where we're at and where we're trying to go. I know that's an extra step, so thank you. So we are, would you say like we're around here?
Yeah.
That's a huge ass fucking thing, but
Yeah, that's what she said.
okay. Normally my pointer. Never mind. I'm
Go
not
ahead,
even
say
gonna
it.
go
Go ahead,
through
say
it.
it.
Nope,
Go
nope,
ahead, say it.
nope, 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 nope,
Normally it's smaller.
nope.
You must be,
God damn it, Edgar.
you
God
must,
damn it.
you must be
Bring it
pretty
I
in,
didn't expect
excited.
it to be
baby.
that big.
That was that timing was impeccable. I'm not gonna lie. So where the fuck were we trying to go? I feel like it wasn't that deep.
Yeah, no, we were trying. The whole point
I
was to
thought we
try and
were like
skirt the mountains.
I thought we were trying to get like right here.
That's where you're at.
That
Yeah,
is where
so I
we.
mean that's
Yeah,
where
that's
we're
what we
at.
said. Yeah,
So we're exactly where we want to be. Where do we go from here
or pretty
now?
much.
Yeah,
Cool.
we're here. We gotta go here.
Okay, yeah, well, yeah, so
Yeah, so we're just at that final little fucking mini map. We're
all right.
close.
All right, well, yeah, I was gonna say, fuck my opinion of showing the map then, Ronnie. If we're where we need to be, then yeah, let's I guess just
Look, man,
get through here.
I'm not gonna just load some random map and just be like,
Hey,
figure it out.
All these
fuck around
giant
for a while.
spikes. These actually look kind of cool, and like I know it plays a factor on where you're at and if you can see through it and everything. Um, that's such a cool part about Owlbear.
Yep.
Yeah, the new
Like
Alvar
looking at
fucking
these
rocks.
giant like pillar looking things, I know that they serve a purpose, so that's kind of cool.
So,
All right.
Andre, I will say that from your vantage point, where are we? Here. Let me give you a little bit more of a description since you are the one that's looking this place up.
Also, would we still have our telepathic connection? Because it was 4 hours from where we were before. I don't know how far we've been traveling.
I would say probably not.
Oh, because of
Okay.
our rest, probably not, right?
Yeah.
Oh, the rest especially. Yeah. All right. Good point.
So if you'd like to reestablish one, you're more than welcome to. If
I
you can.
might.
If
I
you can.
think. Yeah, I want to see if I got it back with the short rest. I'll look while you go on.
Yeah. Ebrath, give me a perception or investigation check.
Let's see.
You only get it for a long rest, so we can't
Okay.
do it right now.
Okay, I'm gonna do investigation. 16 with Flash of Genius.
Okay, that's fine. As you arrive, you find a few scattered pine trees that stand before a cliff that's covered with vines. There are two large cave openings. They're kind of like obscured by some of the like hanging like greenery. Um, they're
And that's over here to the left, right?
correct, yeah.
Mhm.
Um, the first one is about 20 feet high, and the other is about 40 feet high. So you're kind of above them at this point.
Yeah.
You notice that too on the north side of where it starts to kind of come in on itself. There is a like opening to a
Okay.
much smaller like cave entrance, kind of on like the ground level. It's a little bit hard to see through all the trees and stuff, but you can kind of see that there are a few different ways to enter this cave system. Like I said, one large cave mouth that's about 20 feet high,
And then
another
there's
one that's 40 feet, and then a slightly smaller one that's about ground level.
So okay, so am I seeing? So I know one's here, right?
Mhm.
And then one is up these steps, and then is the other one here?
So one is here,
Uh-huh.
one is the large one is here,
Okay.
and there's a smaller one that's kind of hidden over here.
And that so the smaller one in the north that you just showed me, that's more like people
Ground,
sized.
ground level, yeah.
Okay, and then that biggest one, that's obviously fucking dragon size, I would assume.
Um,
Okay. Okay.
yeah,
Okay, so
so this big one here, sorry, let's try to check a few things.
yeah.
This one here is about 20 feet high, and
Okay.
this one here is about 40 feet high
So from the ground, that's where the entrance is?
from the ground, yeah.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. And then the other one obviously can be reached by stairs or whatever.
Correct.
Okay. So highest one, second highest one, ground level up, stairs up. Okay. Okay, cool. So I'm going to relay that to the team. But so obviously I wouldn't be able to see everything because of the cover, but do I see like any other people or creatures like in this area
Not
from
as
like
of
my
yet.
vantage point? Okay.
Not as
So
of yet.
there might be, but it's just too dense from where I'm my vantage point to see basically.
Yeah.
Okay. So so uh, uh um
As far as foot,
so I'm going to
is that 150? Oh no, way more. Way more. That's 300 feet to either of these gates.
yeah, no. So well you guys don't see it, so I'm trying to relay the info to you.
You
I'm
Yeah.
just
guys
gonna
don't
try
have a
and
telepathic link anymore, by the way.
right. So I'm trying to stage whisper because I am kind of far. Um, we don't have even those sending stones anymore. Um, well, uh, uh, um, hold up.
Chris, what are you doing?
I thought I took it.
Um, so Ebrath is up there scouting stuff, and I kind of observe him as he's like floating up on this cloud. I've never seen anything like it, first of all, so it's real amazing to me. Um, but I'm kind of stoic, so I don't really let it show, but it does kind of excite me a little bit to know that this person is just hobbling along on this cloud. I kind of wish I had one. Pretty cool. But um, I have a curious nature, so I just going to move.
Yeah, you have your full movement, so
Yeah,
whatever
so I'm
50
going
feet's
to
worth, or even
move.
100 if you want to dash.
Yes, I'm going to dash over here. Ah, so I can get a good look at what I'm assuming is kind of a clearing over here. It looks, does it look clear?
Yeah, I mean, you can see what you see on your screen. So
Okay.
you see that the
Um,
foliage gets a little bit denser. There are like thickets of like bush with like that are kind of like thorny. Um, and you see that it gets denser and denser the closer you get to the mouth of the cave systems. You also see that there's like little mushrooms that are starting to grow, and these trees are very vibrant and green and just like overgrown. Um, which give me a nature check real quick.
oh, okay. So I was gonna ask, but I will do a nature check first. 14.
Yeah. You're not super familiar with this region. You've never been to this region before, but like knowing what you know about pine trees, you know that this isn't exactly like the season for them, but these are like overgrown and like just like completely, I don't know if think blooming is the word, but you know, like they're just the healthiest pine trees you've ever seen out of season. So it would be odd. What were you gonna ask?
I was gonna ask if just the for lack of a better word, the nature of this area, is it would I recognize the way that the foliage and the fauna slash flora have come together here? And especially knowing the fact that it seems a little unnatural for, I guess, the time of year or season or whatever. Do I recognize that this belongs maybe to a specific time or person or creature or deity or something. Is there anything that I recognize
Sure.
within that?
Yeah, absolutely. I would say due to your ongoing fascination with your own origins, you've sought out whatever information you can find about anything having to do with dragons. And you know that powerful dragons will have physical effects on the area around. As dragons kind of make their layers, the nature around them tend to react to their power. And I would even say it gives you reason to think that that's probably the reason for this overgrown nature of these plants.
Yes, that was my assumption. So I know this. I don't have to roll for it.
Yeah, no, you know that.
Okay. I see we're all kind of exploring and stuff. It's not something I really want to like yell 100 feet away and talk about, but it's something I take notice of. And I think once we make our way forward, I will share with the team.
Okay. What about you,
Um,
Gladwin or Tybalt? Sorry, what's Tybalt doing?
I'm gonna use my arm as a oh fuck, what are those called? The little like sticks that people
Divining
use
rod?
for ley lines.
For
The
water?
divining
Yeah.
rod. Yeah. I'm just gonna put my arm out and wait
Yeah.
for it to burn a little more and be like,
See if it fucking
ow,
burns hotter.
Absolutely, and I
ow.
would say as you as you uh, kind of pointed in the direction of these cave systems, it burns a little bit brighter. And Ebrath, I would even say that you see a like greenish glow coming from inside the caves.
What'd you say?
You would even notice like a greenish glow emanating from the caves.
Okay. So I'm trying to without being loud because I realize we're much closer than we thought we were. I'm like trying to get Tybalt's and Gladwin's and now Fritz's like attention, and I'm like trying to get their attention. I'm pointing down at Gladwin and like trying to mime like head, like like can you redo the fucking telepathic connection or no?
I cannot. I need
Okay.
I need to rest more time before I can do that.
Okay.
Brett.
No. Sorry. So I'm trying to like use like a stage whisper, so my words, get down to you. Obviously, Tybalt, you're much farther, and say Tybalt has like the right of it. I see the entrance to the cave. There are three entrances, and I'm trying to like be as expressive as possible, so I don't have to raise my voice. Okay, there are three. There are three entrances. One is like high off the ground, one is not as high off the ground, and one we can get to. So I'm gonna say that and then just kind of like mime going after Tybalt and just start like floating towards him. Take 50.
Uh, before he takes off, if I may,
Mm-hmm.
I'll remind slash inform everybody since Grizz was not here during this time when we found this out, but sort of while I'm still able to tell everybody as we're sort of close enough to where I don't have to yell at the top of my lungs. I will say be on the lookout for acid magic. We have
Oh
reason to
yeah.
believe that Gnawbones is not only immune to it, but may be harnessing it. And if you see any acid magic or acid remains, it may be indicative of us going the right way or the wrong way, depending on how you look at it.
So I'll say I'll hear him kind of like his voice kind of being
You're
carried up
just
on the ledge.
murmuring where you
And
kind of stop giving a shit about like
no, I'll look down. I'll look down and like I'll kind of catch like every second word and like point to my right arm and then point to Tybalt's and then back to you and like on the nose, like you're saying the right thing. His arm is glowing green. It is glowing brighter. I see that color over here coming from the cave, basically. So
Okay.
like 100% we are going in the right direction. We just have to get there and then pick which entrance we're gonna use. So I'm following Tybalt and I'm going like as leisurely as Tybalt is now, hoping that we all understand like the closer we get, the more likelihood we're gonna be encountering enemies, you know?
Yeah, and
Whether the
also know
dragon
that
or the
you're
cult.
and any acid won't be so effective against these guys probably.
I don't use
So
acid, baby. I use fire
some
and
of
just
us
like
might,
magic
some of us
punches.
might, Deborah.
That's true.
Are
But
you
yeah, so
sick of
I'm
that voice or what?
bro, just use your fucking use your ASMR voice.
No, I haven't figured that one out
Spoiler,
yet.
spoiler
So
alert.
I haven't figured that one out yet.
Okay. But yeah, I'm doing that. I'm coasting after Tybalt.
Okay.
All right, what do we do?
I mean, I'm following right, Ronnie, unless you have anything
No,
else you want
go
to.
for it. I mean, you guys are in exploration mode, so you tell me what's going on.
Okay.
I'm moving closer.
Do we know of any like lieutenant or like anybody in charge or like have we seen anything like that for the Gnawbone? Who's trying to get Gnawbones right now? That's the cult, right?
Ilarin is, but yeah,
The cult of Merkel.
Ilarin is doing it, but what's her name? They're what the fuck's her name? That sorceress?
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Viantha? Is it Viantha?
Yeah, Cruel Hex.
Viantha Krollhex, yeah. So she is here from all the letters and missives that we read. She is here and she's running distraction so that Ilarin can like basically sneak past whatever defenses Nullbones has and tire her out and then take her soul. So for sure, I mean, I'm almost positive we're gonna run into not only regular cult people but Viantha and someone else.
Do we want to try to
Yeah.
have somebody try to deceive and like look like Viantha, or do you think she already came through here?
I mean, this is going to be, in my opinion, this is going to be like a battlefield. I don't know how effective that's going to be if you're like, you run the risk of running into her because she said in those letters that she is going to be like actively distracting Gnawbones while we're here. I mean, you could try it.
Yeah, just trying to weaken her.
Yeah,
Chris,
exactly. That's her whole point. She's doing it for
what do you
Yularen.
think of me dressing you up a little bit?
In drag.
It's the only way. Technically, yeah, it's the only way.
Um, I think Chris feels like
What
she's probably the least capable of answering this question, but um, in light of trying things for what they're worth, I nod slightly.
do we know? Oh, we've seen Viantha, right? We know she's like a humanoid.
You have not.
Oh, we haven't seen her.
So
See,
she only exists
see,
in letters.
Oh, then you can't. I mean,
Yeah, so you wouldn't be able
because
to do that anyway.
we remember we know that she's like she would disguise herself and like try to you know I don't think we really know what she looks like.
No, if we haven't seen her in person, we would have no idea. You'd be going in completely blind.
Well, is it worth a shot at all?
You don't know what she looks like, so no.
yeah, I
Ronnie,
second that.
would we have any kind of idea of what she looks like?
Yeah, Give me a history check.
Okay.
It looks like a woman.
And my history sucks balls, but here we go. Oh, okay. That's not all right. Dirty 11.
You recall that somebody mentioned that there was a hooded figure that would come in to Iniarf's tower to make transactions with Riga, Sworn. I forget her last name. Sorry. Riga was the woman who was creating these zombies in like her little like makeshift labs.
She had that griffin or some shit.
It was a chimera,
Chimera.
and
Riga Sworn.
yeah, and there was like a hooded female figure that would come into the camp to make payments and purchase her zombies.
Okay. All right. So we clearly don't have a clear vision of what she looks like, but
It's
if
pretty
somebody
apparent.
were to go in there as a hooded figure, we might have some sway. Just saying. Just saying.
I mean, if you want to try it,
Gladwin.
we're not gonna
You want to
dissuade
go
you,
and drag.
obviously. Yeah.
If the
I
impulse is
will.
there, we won't stop
Yeah,
you.
I'm gonna say
I don't think we can.
Gladwin finds a hooded cloak in his bag and like has a wig and it's like very long and flowy, very feminine looking. I'm gonna go in there and drag. I don't give a shit. Let's go. If it works, it works. If not, then we're still gonna fight anyway. Right? That's the way I see it.
Gladwin, every brother just told me telepathically that he would. So they think you're pulling it off. We have that psychic connection.
Yeah, I'm
Ours has
gonna
nothing to do with
try
magic.
to
It's just
I'm gonna try to be Viantha Krolhex to what degree I know she looks like. I'm like, cool, I'm gonna try to see if I can pull this off.
you're just
And so
dressing
I
up as like the abstract idea of like a fucking
yeah, I
creepy
mean,
hood
yeah,
person.
yeah,
I
good
mean,
enough, right? Like
we're
I don't
gonna
know
be
what
in
she
a
looks like.
cave. It'll be
Yeah.
shadowed, so maybe that'll play to our advantage.
And maybe if we don't know what she looks like, maybe they don't know either, right?
But
So
they work for her.
I'm gonna spend a couple minutes, Ronnie, like trying to make myself look like what I think would be Viantha Krolhex, but I do have a cloak on, like a hood. Um, And I don't know what these guys are doing, but once I'm done with that, I'm going to start heading over in that direction as well.
I will follow.
Yeah, I'm falling. While he's doing that, I'm falling to catch up to Tybalt.
You guys can use your movement. I mean,
Okay.
He-
And I got to say, I have a lot of magical shit that makes me very convincing. I'll leave it at that. So who's leading? I mean, I feel like Ebrath's flying around. He's probably
I'm like
leading.
much higher than everybody, but like so I've tried to once I caught up to Tybalt, I'm trying to communicate that to him as well. Like we're going in the right direction. Explain that there's three cave mouths. One is opens up at 40 feet off the ground, one is 20 feet off the ground, and one is like accessible to us. Um, I mean, I almost I'm also gonna try and convey that like I think it might make the most sense to try and go in the highest one possible
I think so
because
too.
it's least accessible. There might be less people guarding it.
Yeah.
I think that one that's gonna be we can fucking take stairs up like we might get fucked, you know. So,
all right, real quick, for the sake of keeping things organized, roll initiative just so that we can get a little quick initiative order so that we can all take turns.
15.
six, fuck.
24.
Can you put that
21.
on Albert for me really quick?
Yeah.
Yes.
Tybalt has 21.
No, you got 210.
210.
He goes first.
He goes first forever.
Ebrath got 6.
Yeah.
Gladwin got 15.
Yeah.
And Chris got 24. All right. So, Chris, you obviously are first. What do you do?
So you guys decided that we want to go through the crawl space, right? Is that what it was?
The tallest
Um,
one, actually.
The
The
tallest
highest
one.
one.
Okay.
Yeah, the
I mean,
tallest one. And that's,
I
I
don't
mean,
know
that's
if
my
it's,
recommendation, just because I feel
yeah.
like the least accessible one might be the least guarded.
Ebrath can also
I'm
investigate before we
right.
decide, because
Yeah.
you can fly
Anyone who
around
goes
and
up.
see what's
And
up.
you kind of figure like the bigger the entrance, the bigger the foe that might be in there, right?
Right. Yeah.
Like big ass entrance,
So
probably a dragon in there.
yeah, so I mean, yeah, I'm trying to like fucking make signs that like, yo, I'll go first and like scope it out.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna start heading there.
I
But after
agree
one
with
of it's my
that.
turn.
Um, just because crawling, so that I would be crawling up 40 feet, right, to get into this end. Is that my understanding that
Well,
correctly?
so I
I
mean,
think there's
potentially we all
stairs.
have rope. Well, we all have rope. No, this one doesn't. It just opens up 40 feet up the cliff face.
Okay.
So I would be needing to secure rope for people to get up. But
Yeah,
that's
so
why I
there's like
mean
a
I go first. Let me check it out, make sure it's not, trapped
Chris,
or there's no one standing
Chris,
right there.
what is Chris doing?
Yeah, so I was
What is
assessing all of
Chris?
that, and then I'm just going to go in at least, yeah. I'm going to go in and see if I with my lizard eyes just do a little like tongue lick on my eye,
you lick
Um
your own eye.
yeah, just take a look.
You're doing the eyeball lick.
Um can I see if there's maybe anything hidden? My vision is normal, but can I see if do I perceive that there's anything hidden around the entrances of these places
Give
or
me a
traps?
investigation or yeah, investigation check.
Okay. 21. Wrong one.
Fine, lads.
21.
You stupid.
Nah.
I will say that you
It's
do
been too long.
see as you're running over, you would have seen some movement over here.
Movement, like I saw something,
Like
a
the
blur,
vine, like the vines are kind of swaying unnaturally.
unnaturally, not the wind.
There's not much of a breeze right now.
Okay. Um, and I know that Ebrath is trying to get us to kind of do that, so I kind of like wave at him and I point towards the vines to get his attention so that he can take a look there. And I kind of just like crouch down and just try to wait for now, just because I don't want to be the first person in this group. They just met me and I don't want to charge in and
Leroy
awaken.
Jenkins.
Yeah, exactly.
Ask
So
Andre what happened when he did that.
so I'm just gonna kind of crouch behind this mushroom or whatever this is.
Would you like to
And
take the hide action?
yes, I would like to take the hide action.
Cool. You take
Nice.
the hide action. Give me a stealth check with advantage.
Okay.
Damn, that's wild. Fucking hide action?
9.
Okay, sure. You are behind cover, so you get a little bit of a boost. But yeah. All right. Is there anything else you want to do?
No, that's it.
All right, Tibble, followed by Gladwin.
Tibble will move 60 feet and hide.
Yeah, roll advantage with stealth check with advantage.
Stealth check with advantage. I have disadvantage already, so it's a straight roll. And I get an 11.
Yep. Good to know.
And I'll also just keep my. I have detect magic up from before, so I'm just looking around to help me uh, be more perceptive.
Okay, how long does detect magic last? Because you guys did take a 4 hour break.
Oh, it doesn't last that long, but I would have kept it, or I would have, I guess, put it back up ritually before getting started.
Sure. That's not what I wanted either. Damn it. Anyway, if you can give yourself a little thing, that would be cool. A little circle.
Yeah, yeah, I
Tart.
got it.
After that, it's Gladwin, followed by Everett. What are you doing?
Question for you. If I use cunning action to use a bonus action to take dash, does that mean I can use dash again?
Yes.
So I can
Dang,
use
double fucking
two
dash.
dashes, my movement, and
Jesus.
that's pretty much my turn, right? So I could do 30 movement as my movement. I take dash as an action, giving me 60, and take bonus action, cunning action, dash as 90.
Wait, hold on. What? That math doesn't math. Your dash, if
Yeah.
you're taking the dash action, that would be 60 feet. And then
Right,
if you
but
take
it
a bonus
also
action, if you take a bonus action dash, you get
is 90.
120.
Yeah, you would double. It would be a 120 because you're doubling your previous movement by dashing again.
I think dash only gives me my base movement again. I
Oh,
mean,
are you sure?
it's either 90 or 100 or 120, right? Like,
I think it's 120,
Yeah.
but let's just check real quick, I guess.
okay. Yeah, like what does dash actually mean?
Dang, so Francine's regular dash would give her 100 fucking feet.
See, that's
Yeah,
what
that's
I'm
what it
saying.
did
Like,
last
I'm
time.
not sure. I'm
That's
not sure.
crazy.
Because if that's true, then I can move 120 feet right now.
Yeah, it doubles your, and I have 50.
Crazy. So fucking fast.
Okay, according to the sage advice of fucking whatever that guy's name is, double
The
dash in one
increase,
turn.
the increase equals your speed, applying any modifiers. With the speed of 30, for example, you can move up to 60 if you dash. Anytime any increase or decrease to your speed changes this additional movement by the same amount. If your speed of 30 is reduced to 50, okay, yeah. But you gain extra movement for the current turn equal to your speed. So I think I can move 90. I mean, I know I'm shooting
Yeah, I
myself
think
in the
so.
foot, but I
No,
think
I
it's
think so.
90.
I think so. That means
Okay.
dash equals plus 30 if your speed is 30, and if you dash twice, you gain plus 60 times
Yeah.
3 movement, not times 4. And he says that's
Yes.
correct. Okay, so it is 90 feet. You're right.
That's what I thought.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
That's
We
so
haven't seen
crazy.
anything.
Yeah.
90 feet is still nuts.
We haven't seen anything appear yet. I'll
You
do smaller movements just because, like, I know I can't dash straight through a tree, right? So that's 30 right there. Let me change it to the movement one.
You just look like the
So
fastest, most athletic fat guy in history. You're fast. He's fucking sprinting through bushes and
he weighs.
shit.
So remember, like, he looks like he weighs 300 pounds.
Yeah. Wait, but isn't it actual like poundage in the suit?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know how Ronnie plays it, but so that's 30, that's 60. This is 90 feet right there. That's using my action to dash and my bonus action to dash and my movements. Oh shit, I'm moving the circle. My bad.
lock that.
Trying to, yeah, somebody needs to lock that in. Um, I don't know. I don't have anything else for my turn, but like as I look around, do I see anything else weird? Like, do I see any movement in that same area? Is there anything else I noticed from where I'm at now, 90 feet from where I was before?
I wouldn't say so.
Okay, then that's my turn.
All right.
I'm so worried about running and drag, like I have heels on. And I'm
Oh my
like
god, you're in drag.
He's plinkly.
holding up my
He is
fake boobies,
plinkly
right?
for
Where I'm just
sure.
like running around and I'm trying to get to
You're,
where I'm going and
you're holding your boobies.
yeah, trying to not ruin my like whole makeup getup because it took me a little bit to get it on and my wig's on
So
and
you,
everything.
hold on. I need clarification. So you have like a full fucking like beat on face of makeup
Oh
hidden
yeah.
in shadow
Yes,
by your
yes.
lip.
Yeah. Yeah. And like I knew it probably wouldn't matter. Right. I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna cover my face
So you're
anyway,
you're
but
right, you're
just in
just like
case.
you're
Just
just a
in
fucking
case
perfectionist.
I'm
So you
gonna
just had to
go
fucking
yeah,
that's
I'm going wild
amazing.
on the makeup. Yeah.
That's so
Yeah.
funny.
So he's in full ass drag.
God damn, dude,
Even
that's
though
so
like
good.
even though he's like, mostly covered on the face.
Yeah, that's
But
fucking
yeah,
amazing. That's
yeah,
so
that's my
good.
turn. That's what I picture.
God
He's
damn.
so convinced and like trying to not ruin his
You know
getup
what?
that he's
You
not looking
you
around.
won me back over, bro. I came around. I
Yeah,
that's
like
fucking hilarious.
I don't have time to look at movement in the distance or like weird little shit. I'm just too focused on myself. All right,
That's
that's it.
so funny.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that's it.
Um, from out of this tree here, Tybalt, you see well, you don't see actually, but a small wooden creature. I guess you would because you have detect magic up. You detect that, so you're not caught off guard. I won't give you a surprise round. Because you have your detect magic, there is a small wooden creature that is comes through the bark of the tree almost as if it was like uh permeable. And he has a club and he's going to
Oh
swing at
shit.
you. Blah, 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 getting a 26 to hit.
Fuck.
That hits.
That's going to be 15 force damage.
Okay.
And he's going to make a second attack, getting an 18.
That misses.
Okay. That's going to be his turn. Gladwin, out of the tree next to you comes out the second creature. He is going to swing at you as well, getting a 24 to hit.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
that is.
That is a 16 force damage.
Oh, god damn it. Okay,
Second attack is a 25.
bro. I mean, yes, it fucking hits.
I
That's going to be
mean,
24 force damage.
Ah,
bro.
no. How
From this tree here,
god damn it.
let's see.
I'm looking real rough, guys.
We
I
haven't even
wasn't
gotten
fully
the fucking
recovered from
cave,
my
bro.
last fights. It's because
From
I'm in drag.
this
Like my
tree here,
dexterity isn't what it should be.
this creature is going to come out and use its 20 feet, and it's going to look at you, Chris, and it's going to kind of tilt its head at you inquisitively, and then he's going to dash back into these bushes here and end his turn. After that, it is Ebrath. I would
Goddamn.
say you don't really see this because you're above the trees.
Got it.
You
Can I
would
ask a
maybe,
question? Ronnie?
yeah, absolutely.
What does the creature look like?
It is a creature that looks like it's made out of like wood and moss and just random fauna.
Okay.
It looks exactly like the picture. If you want to just
Mhm.
zoom in on it,
Yeah.
it has like a shield made out of wood and like a wooden club. You can see that there are bits and pieces of like human remains.
Mm.
Kind of like there's like bones kind of structured into it a little bit. And it very much looks like a magical uh plant type creature.
Mm. Okay.
All right. So after that,
Okay.
yeah, it's Embrath's turn. I would say you would maybe like hear some scuffling, commotion,
But I'm too high, right?
you wouldn't be able to see it because of the heavy foliage of the trees.
Okay.
And none of your friends have called out. So
But so I hear some scuffling, but I don't know what's going on. I'm too high above the treetops to see, basically.
correct. Yeah, you hear a commotion, but you haven't heard any of your friends call out for help or like say that something's happening.
Okay. So I'm gonna use 25 feet of movement here. Um, I am going to hold. I want to hold my bonus action to. No, so I'm gonna hold my action, and I'm going to charge a firebolt. If I don't see anything, but I just heard a scuffle and like obviously we're close. I was already on guard to begin with. I'm worried. I just can't see what's going on. So I'm gonna hold a firebolt until I see something that looks malicious.
Yeah, absolutely. You'd be able to use that as a reaction, no problems.
Perfect.
All right, so we're back up to the top with you, Chris.
Wait, quick question. Just a clarification on that. If I get attacked, am I able to drop that and use my shield instead as
Yeah,
my
you
reaction?
get one
Okay.
reaction
I
per
just
turn.
could only choose one.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, that's it.
Yeah, you only get one reaction. So if you use it for shield, you wouldn't be able to
Got it.
maintain your
But, like-
held action.
Right.
But
But
if
I
you
just have to say it ahead of time if I want to try and do that hold action to attack.
correct, and if you don't use it, then you don't use it.
Cool.
And yeah, and if you do end up using your bonus action or action to attack, you wouldn't be able to shield afterwards until your next turn.
Got it. Perfect. Thank you.
Yep. Chris, you see this wooden creature that comes out, and it's roughly I would say it's about normal, like medium creature size. It's a normal humanoid looking thing. It kind of came at you aggressively, but then upon taking you in, it kind of questioned itself and dashed back into the foliage here. What are you doing?
It looks like I can make it to where Tybalt is, or wait, who was that? Who's this person?
Tybalt? Yeah.
Tybalt, yeah, okay. It looks like I can make it there. So I'm going to use my movement to move here. And he looks like he's in danger, right?
Yeah,
I'm in danger. He got smacked.
He got attacked from behind, and now he's kind of like reeling at in reaction.
So as I'm running
to...
over, I kind of point back behind me and I yell to the party. I say, another one hid in bushes back there, or trees, not bushes, trees. And I want to come to Tybalt's aid, so I am going to do, I guess like some claw slashes at this thing. It's gonna be an unarmed strike, but I'm gonna use my claws.
Absolutely.
Got a nat 1.
Okay.
No.
But it's a 9.
You get a splinter.
Wait, do you still have? I think Ronnie said you got to keep your bardic inspiration.
Bardic inspiration. Yeah. So does that?
If that's a 9, you get to roll an extra D8, and it might succeed.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, let's roll that. So an extra 8, so 17.
A 17 still misses.
Okay.
Oh shit. Okay.
So can I remove this bardic inspiration?
Yeah, it's gone
Yeah,
now.
you've used it.
Damn. So they look pretty heavy armored then.
They're tanky guys, yeah. They're not
I don't know how to remove it. I'm sorry.
You just click on it and delete it.
Right click on yourself. Yeah.
Okay.
You can just left click and then hit the delete button on any of the weird effects. Like you can even remove your token, I think.
So I'm really annoyed that happened, but I just kind of like brush it off a little bit and I go for my second hit. Like now I'm coming in like hard with another punch. So, hoping that that'll do better. 24.
24 hits.
Okay.
And on your first hit too, you would see like the bardic inspiration. It would light up and just
Fail. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, this fucking bard, just messing with me. 9.
9 damage. Okay. And I'll say as you like strike it with your second attack, like he will kind of like look at you and almost like whimper. Like
Okay.
I would say like, you know, like when you're like threaten a dog and it's like
Okay. With that being said, I see that it cowers. So for my can I do this for my bonus action? Can I try to make him go prone? Like
ow.
push him down?
You could do like a shove and
Yeah, like I shove and jump on top of him.
yeah, you could shove him. You gotta be able to well, I guess if you have movement. It depends on how much movement you have.
I don't have movement. I just
Okay.
used it all.
You would be able to shove him.
Okay.
Just so make another unarmed strike. Yeah. I think that is one of the things you can do with an unarmed strike. It's like you can grapple.
14.
And 14 misses.
Okay. And as my turn is ending, I want to take a good look into its eyes and see if I can determine its like what is it doing? What is it? I feel like at this point I've kind of gleaned that it's just trying to protect its environment, and it's not necessarily hostile, but I don't know.
Well, give me an insight check really quick.
14.
You know that this one here has attacked Tybalt, and you saw Gladwin getting attacked as well. The third one ran out to attack you and then questioned itself and ran away. Now, when you're striking this one, it is almost like whimpering and like cowering in fear. They're reacting to you differently than they're reacting to the others.
Okay. Can I try to talk to it?
What would you say?
I would say tree creature. Why do you attack us?
Give me a persuasion or intimidation check with advantage.
I'm gonna do intimidation. 11.
With an 11, it doesn't talk. Oh, actually, it does. Let me take a quick gander at your character sheets to find out who speaks what. What languages do you guys speak?
Sorry, let me take a look here real quick.
I speak common, deep speech, dwarvish, and gnomish.
I need a quick second. I will be right there.
I speak celestial and draconic and common.
Okay. Okay, cool. It speaks to you in a language you don't understand. And you see that it it says something in your direction and it seems almost like confused. But then it like looks over at Tybalt and it like scowls and like speaks a little bit more harshly.
Okay. I don't want to like hog the session, but can I if I can, I want to hold my hand out to it. Like open hand.
We'll leave it at that.
Okay.
After that it's Tybalt, followed by Gladwin.
I speak Celestial, Common, and Thieves' Cant.
Okay.
That won't matter, right?
Yeah. It
Okay.
doesn't. Yeah, you don't understand.
Where's Vox when you need him? He spoke like fucking 10 languages.
But not common.
He didn't speak Common. You were right about that.
I don't either for some reason.
Oh, you do.
Okay.
See, it's a thing. It's a thing.
Is it?
All right, I feel better now.
Seeing what Kreese is trying to do, Tibble will again bring his arm out and show it to a aileron, so that he can see the depiction on Tybalt's arm, and try and say in common, we protect.
It will speak to you in its language, rather harshly. But I will say that as Kreese is extending your hand and you are taking a non-violent approach to it, it will kind of take a step back and kind of still maintain his like shield and club in hands, but like kind of almost like ease up just a little bit, but still very unsure of what you're trying to accomplish.
I will step back beyond, beyond the distance where they can take an opportunity attack if they chose to.
And you'll see that he does sort of like ready himself to do so, but looks over to Chris and kind of stops himself and gives like I don't know. He's very he doesn't know what to do. He's questioning himself.
So Tibble, keeping his hands up, just keep backing away towards further to the cave entrance and move here.
I will say that as you move away from him and closer to the cave entrance, he gets more aggressive. And he won't take an attack of opportunity because you've already broken that distance. But he doesn't like you getting close to the cave.
Okay. I'll look at Gladwin and just say they don't like us getting closer. Or yell out at him, I guess, out to him. There's not much I can do other than that.
Anything else before we move on?
No.
All right. Gladwin, you find yourself being just like smashed by this wood creature that came out of nowhere. You kind of were caught off guard, took some heavy damage. You kind of hear Tybalt calling out to you as your head's ringing a little bit that they don't want you guys getting any closer to the cave. What are you doing? What's going through your head?
So in terms of what's going through my head, I don't think there's any other option other than to go towards the cave. Other than potentially, ooh, okay, maybe I'll try this. Where is Gnawbones?
And it'll like scoff at you and kind of respond and again in the language you don't understand, and it just like grips its glove tighter and it's kind of just readying itself for whatever it is you're going to do.
Okay, I will cast a level 3 Cure Wounds on myself. Healing for 35 damage.
Okay.
So that's my action For my bonus, have any of them taken damage yet?
Some of them, yeah.
Has Barcy taken damage yet?
You didn't damage it, so no.
Okay. For my bonus, I'll use Bardic Inspiration on myself, which I think I can do. You can inspire, oh no, another creature within 60 feet. I will probably inspire Sybil with my Bardic. Am
Hey.
I within?
Yeah, just
Sorry, go ahead.
right click on him and you can add the buff.
Okay, I will. Am I within 5 feet of Barcy where Barcy can attack me?
Yeah, I would say so. Because
Okay.
he attacked you previously, so he would still be within range.
Aileron.
Then I'll use my bonus for cunning action. Cunning action, disengage, and I'm gonna move back towards my group. That's my turn.
All right. Chris, give me a persuasion check.
Well,
Well, it looks at you holding out its hand, but its focuses on Tybalt, who's moving closer to the mouth of the cave. So he's going to run after Tybalt. You are able to take an attack of opportunity if you'd like.
I'd like to try to trip him.
Okay, give me Jetch, roll your attack
Hit.
to hit. Yeah,
10.
10 does not hit. So he's going to run over and he's going to take an attack against you, Tybalt.
And as he's running by, I'd like to be like, I don't understand, but I want to. I don't
Yeah, but it's just so
understand.
focused on Tybalt right now.
Okay.
It's not willing to engage you in a conversation. Tybalt, the first attack is a 17.
Misses.
Second is a 19.
I'm going to use shield.
Okay. So as his like club is like misses you the first time, he like does a quick spin and like comes around and it like bounces off the glimmer of your like magical shield, and you'll see that he just kind of goes like rah. Um
Close it.
B Barcy is going to
Be like Barcy.
be like Barcy. Yeah. He's going to move in on Tybalt, but he's not quite able to get there. C is going to use his full movements to come after Tybalt as well. And he's going to take 2 attacks against you. You do have shield up. First one is a 10. second one is a
Hmm.
25.
Shield gives me +5,
Yeah.
so that still hits.
Okay. That's gonna be 22 points of force damage.
Okay.
And after that, it's Ebrath. And you kind of hear these creatures
He had
yell.
Everett had a drop.
Oh, bummer.
He
Yeah.
did? Oh,
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
he said it had an emergency.
Yeah. I
Okay.
see that.
Oh, okay.
Well, so then, yeah, should we call it here then?
yeah, I think so. I mean, he's
Yeah, I'm good
coming
with
up
that.
soon.
If it's going to be a long combat, then yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
If it's just like 1 or 2 turns or something, then
Well, it sounds
it's
like he's not.
different.
It sounds like he's not coming back.
Yeah, no, he's not coming back. He's wrapped.
Yeah. Is everything okay? Do you know?
I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, let's call it then because this combat could go one or two ways, but we don't.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
anyway, so
All right, so in our notes, because that's the important part, right? Next time we resume. So it is Debrat's turn right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Bummer.
do you want to write any notes, like session notes, together while we're on here?
I mean, I took a couple about Christ, but I don't know what else we want to write. We didn't have a ton of RP.
Yeah, I'll pull what I can from the video too,
Yeah.
from the transcript. I don't know if you guys saw what was posted for last week, but it was decent enough.
Yeah, no, that does a good job.
No, it was great. Yeah. I did see it. I was like, damn, I didn't take all these notes. And I'm like the only one that takes notes. So I was like, oh shit, somebody put these in here.
Yeah.
I was pleasantly surprised when we put it that way.
Yeah. So this reggaeton song, in the beginning, it said, Ronnie.
Yeah, I heard that.
Ronnie!
Oh shit, I didn't even catch that. That's so good, dude.
Yeah, I heard that.
That's so good. I love this. Every song for like the past 5 or 6 songs has just been like a banger.
Yeah.
Seriously, there was one that
there-
was like a hair metal version, and it was just fucking dope.
Oh, that one was pretty cool. I heard that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, their
And
AI
then
is
there was
getting
my
good.
song, and then there was like one more after that, and the reggaeton one, and then the recap, the other like main recap one today. They're all good.
Yeah.
Like as much as I
Mhm.
love the reggaeton one, where it's like it could blend in with regular music, I think the one before that, the other one you did, that one just
Yeah.
encapsulated so much of what we did in our last session. It was so
Yeah.
cool.
I
Yeah.
requested the reggaeton
Yeah, this is
one
more
for
fun.
Francine. Francine's a reggaeton girl, so
This shit could blend in, right? Like
yeah,
you just drop this
absolutely.
at the club, and it's like, fuck yeah, you're gonna have people dancing and shit.
Mhm.
Also, I feel like reggaeton is such a like. I don't know. Maybe I'm incorrect because I'm saying I'm not a reggaeton listener, but I feel like it's kind of like a passive thing that you kind of put on for like vibes. You know,
Mhm.
like I don't know.
I think it has multiple functions, right? You can
The
do
beat
that.
is a
Yep.
strong, yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like I don't know how much people actually pay attention to the lyrics in like reggaeton, but like I feel like you could play this and then like I think people might be like, "What the fuck did he say?" You know, but
Yeah.
like
Yeah. But they might just be like, hell yeah, it's a sick beat, good enough.
yeah, exactly my point. Yeah. You could definitely sneak this one in there, and people will be like, "What the heck?"
Absolutely.
All right, cool. Yeah, I'm down for Ken Malloy tomorrow at 8:30 ish. If you want to tag along, you can ride over with me or.
I think more likely 9, but yeah. Like
Okay,
leave
cool.
here at 8:30, right?
I mean, I just want to get there before it gets too hot. So the earlier the better. But
Well, I was looking at the weather, like it's not too crazy unless, you have other priorities, but I looked up Long Beach weather and it's not supposed to get more than like 74 or something.
I mean, I'd still like to get it done kind of early in the day.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. If there's an ulterior motive, then yeah.
There's not. I just like to do it in the morning. have
That is an
nice time.
ulterior motive. It's not weather. That's my point. Like, if it's not just weather, then yeah.
All right.
Try to
Well,
make
I'd
it
like
work.
to do it early, so if you want to join us, I'd love to have you.
So you want to
Um,
start at 8:30?
that's what Eric said. So I'm just going off of what he said. So he said 8:39. So like 8:45-ish is a good middle. I'd like to at least be there by now.
All right.
Cool. All right, guys. I will catch you on the Discord, and thanks for playing, Francine. Happy to have
all.
you. Excited to see how far you go with this voice. I love your Eastern European voice, so I'm here for it. I think you do it really well.
I just like saying her name in it. That's everything else. I'm like, oh, I have to practice this, but her name
Yeah.
is fun to say. Please.
You don't have to, but it's up to you.
You can be like Scarlet Witch, who like first movie Wanda
Yeah.
had an accent and then just dropped it for the other movies.
Totally.
My
Called a simulation.
favorite, my main thing about doing the voices is I don't have to be like, okay, now this is this person saying this. And now
Yeah.
this is tabletop Dave, where I could talk in my normal voice, and I'm like, cool, this is Dave. And now I'm like, okay, no, now I'm back in character, and now I need to differentiate that versus I can just use this stupid ass voice, and they're like, okay, now he's back in character. So I don't know.
Whereas I'm all the NPC voices and they're all just my voice.
You know, I still say to this day, what's his name? The OG Vato that you had, like that fool was down.
I tried
Oh,
to
is
do
that the guy from the ranch that had the cows or
Yeah.
whatever?
Yeah.
Like that's the one where like Ronnie, when he gets into that voice, I'm like, cool, now we're back in RP, and now like I I can get back into the mindset. Um, I don't know. For me, that's what it is. Is as long as I can differentiate between here's RP voice and here's me, like regular Ronnie or regular David voice. I don't know. It just makes a difference for me. But not that I'm asking anybody to continue that. But I don't know. For me, it's like that's how it helps me differentiate between here's tabletop, here's in game. So
Yeah, totally.
Makes sense.
All right, guys. I will catch you on the flip side.
All right, guys, take care.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
all right.